You're listening
to Snuff Magee and Friends. Irrelevance in the dungeon.
Snuff Magee and Friends. Here we go. Snuff Magee and Friends. Snuff Magee and Friends. Snuff Magee and Friends. Snuff Magee and Friends.
Snuff Magee and Friends, Irrelevance in the Dungeon, episode 29. I am Snuff Magee, joined by...
It's your boy Kel.
Lazarus Hamlin, aka Him, You Ain't Shit.
MelTheLipStickDiva.
What's going on, y'all? Happy Friday to you all.
Yes, sir.
Thank God it's Friday.
It is
Absolutely.
November 1st.
It's the first of the
Woo.
month.
Wake up and wake up and wake up. Get up and get up and get up.
So y'all going to Walmart after this?
Hell
No.
no.
I wish I had food stamps.
That's what the hoes is.
Wake up. And I see that my sister was already dressed.
Hey, man, fuck y'all. That shit gonna be in my head the weekend. now, man.
Wow.
I've been waiting to do that all day, nigga.
Special guest tonight, man. Lazarus Hamlin making your third appearance in the
My
dungeon.
third appearance in the dungeon. I was just telling them I feel like a dungeon veteran. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been here. I told them I was on episode like 4 or 7, something like that. Then like maybe like 13, something like that.
Yeah, you go fuck around and get taken, man. That's what's gonna happen, man.
29, man. Hey, I'm with it. Bring me to the dungeon, goddammit.
And let's start off with the comedy thing, man. You know, being that you're a stand-up comic, and you started with comedy on Instagram in 2018.
Yes, I did. 2018 is when I started with the. I was just playing with it then, though. Never really thought about getting on the stage. I was just like, shit, I'm funny too. Niggas doing funny shit on Instagram. So I dropped a couple videos. Videos did well. So now I was like, okay. Had somewhat of a traumatic experience in my life that gave me the time to be like, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and see what this comedy shit talking about. So then I actually got on the stage and I was like, damn, I'm all right at this. And it's just been going up ever since, man. It's just, it's kind of crazy because I never really, it's always something that I wanted to do, but it was never nothing that I really thought I was going to do.
And the very first time, like, how hard was it to push yourself to get on stage? Did you check it out first, or did you just jump into it?
No, I definitely checked it out first. It was very hard for me to get on stage. It was literally me going to see other comics and being like, as I'm watching, not to sound cocky by any means, but as I'm watching, I'm like, I'm way funnier than this nigga. And I'm like, people giggling at him. I'm like, these motherfuckers be dying at me if I get on this bitch. So it's like, once I got up and I done it, my very, very first time was at a little small bar. It might have been like 10 people there. I got a couple laughs, but I'm like, ain't nobody here for real. So, like, the first one I did was at the Off the Rip in Petersburg with Mike G and Mucuzzo. And once I did that, and I killed it. So after that, I was like, okay, now we gonna really see where it's going. And since then, the shit's been going up.
Yeah, he killed. I was there.
He killed that shit?
Yeah,
I killed that shit. I killed that shit.
I was a fan.
I killed that
I say this every time he comes on here. Like,
I killed that shit.
I hit him in the DM after the show.
Damn.
That's how I met him. That's how I met
Okay.
him.
Y'all ain't know each other before that.
Yo.
Okay.
He
Hold
went
on,
up
pause
first.
for a second. Watch your mouth.
Okay, I just said
No,
I
don't. That your guy shit. That your guy shit ain't
Not
cool.
like
The
that.
views
Nah.
of Mel
I
the
get
Lipstick.
embarrassed every show.
They're
I
her
won't-
views and her views alone.
No, I won't in that joint talking about Snapchat me that. Nah, it wasn't.
It was all love.
Wait a
Like,
minute.
It was all love.
Nah, I just told
like,
I've been following comedy for a long time, man,
Yes,
and
sir.
just his timing, delivery, his stage presence. I was just in awe. I thought like he'd been doing it for a while.
Yeah.
When I found out it was like, what's your second time?
Second time.
I was like, this dude's a natural, man.
Damn, man. Yeah,
This dude's a natural, man.
I
was
follow him
told-
on Instagram. I gotta check him out live, though.
Yeah, he handled his business, man. Now, the first time I did it, it was like it's a rush, but like when I got off stage, I was so tense. I got back in this way back when I was 25. Like you went to funny bone, you went to the green room afterwards or whatever, and like I had just tensed up. Like I couldn't move for like
After?
5-10 minutes. I was just tensed up. I was okay on stage, but I guess I wasn't okay for real. So I was just tense or whatever.
That's me before. That's me before, cause I'm like I'm kind of shy for real. I'm not really like a outgoing person. I have to force myself to come out of my shell. Because if I don't know you, I don't really fuck with you. That's just being on some like I guess nigga shit. I
Yeah.
guess niggas is. If we don't know you, we ain't gonna really rock with you like that. So it's kind of like I gotta force myself to come out my shell. Like, all right, loosen up. But once I'm on the stage, if I can get a giggle or two, I'm like, okay, I calm down and I can just talk my shit. But other than that, like before I'm on the stage, I'm a nervous wreck. Like I'm drinking water. I can't take a sip of beer, nothing. I'm like, nah, I gotta be on my shit. I'm like drinking water like a bitch. I gotta pee when I get on the damn
So
stage.
look,
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all don't be having shit.
nah. So look,
Anytime I'm about to try to make somebody laugh, nigga, I got shit right beforehand.
What?
Yeah.
We just get on the stage and poop.
Nigga, beforehand. Y'all be having my stomach be toe up, nigga.
That's called
real.
butterflies, baby.
Yeah, but
Facts.
it's
Like
It don't be
joint
butterflies
like,
when it
tight.
come out.
Like my joint be like, my stomach be tight.
now
Like,
you remember the previous 2 times I was at the Funny Bone, came and saw you. You had to go up first. Now
Right.
that's the worst.
that's the worst. And then it's like I'm coming up first, and it's like the show ain't even really started yet. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I got to come out here first and make these people laugh. So in my mind, and I had been doing it for a while by then. This was the summertime, so I had been doing it for like 8 or 9 months by this time. But I'm still like, damn, I got to go first. I'm like, nah, let me go after somebody. I don't care if they funny or not, but like, let me give these people something to compare me to. That's what I'm thinking in my mind. But at the same time, it's almost better because it's like you set the bar.
Yeah.
I noticed that too, but I don't like being first. I don't like being first. I feel like that's an art in itself. If you can walk on the stage and the crowd is like literally just like make me laugh. Because that's how it is at a comedy club. They literally are sitting there like, nigga, make me laugh. They don't want to hear shit like, they ain't giggling, nigga, just look at your ass. You got about 30 seconds from the time you grab that mic to make their ass giggle or you done lost them. That's how I feel.
Now, do you feel as if, this is me talking, but see if you feel the same way. Now, a black crowd is going to make you work, but a white crowd sometimes is like,
They laugh at everything.
yeah, they just want to laugh.
They laugh at everything.
Yeah.
Like the shit that the shit that I know ain't really that funny. Like the setup to the punchline, they dying laughing. So I gotta wait.
Yeah.
That helped me with my time. I'm like, all right, let me let these niggas get their laugh out. I ain't even get to the punchline yet. But they just laugh at everything. So it kind of pissed me off sometimes. Like y'all niggas laughing at me. Y'all niggas not laughing with me because I ain't even got to the punchline yet.
I think that can
Stop playing with me first of all.
it can ruin it.
First of all, you racist.
Yeah, no.
Ain't no peekaboo action going on.
I think it can ruin a comic too, because if they just do the white crowds and think that they're
they
sweet,
funnier than
they're
they
sweet
are.
like that, but it's like nah, they were just happy already.
And I noticed like a lot of like when I go to these open mics, a lot of guys that's like there, they don't come to like the shit that's like the Funny Bone and shit like that. It's like they kind of stay away from that because it's like I don't know if they feel like they're not ready or what the case is. But I'm like, ain't no point to keep doing open mics in bars, you know what I'm saying, here and there in front of just other comics. You got to get out here to where you got a legit crowd that's coming to laugh.
I really don't like doing it with other comics. Like when the one on Monday, I feel like it's just all comics
It's
there,
nothing but comics.
and it's like I don't know about them, but it's like with me, I'm judging everybody. You know what I'm saying?
And
That's
they do the
the fuck
same
out that
thing.
joke.
They do
Yeah,
the same thing.
I don't
They're
come to
judging
laugh.
you.
I just come to see
Exactly.
the competition.
If it's funny, they won't
Yeah.
laugh. They'll tell you afterwards, like, man, that bit you did about when you said such and such, that was funny. But I'm
Yeah.
like, motherfucker, ain't nobody laugh while I was up there. So I'm like, how am I supposed to
weak.
know it's funny?
Yes, and it's like over 20 plus comics there.
Comic, huh?
Yeah, I would rather do it with just real
People who ready to
strangers.
laugh.
Yeah, real strangers. But
It's way easier in front of strangers too.
that's how I
Than
feel.
people I know.
I'd rather just be around strangers. I'm comfortable around strangers. That's just me. Now, are you your own worst critic?
Yes, by far. Because everything I do, I record. Maybe not like video, but audio at least. I record it. So when I get off the stage on my ride home, that's what I play. That's what I listen to. And I'm listening to it, critiquing myself, and I'm like, yo, I can't believe some of the shit I be like, I can't believe like niggas is even laughing at that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm low key, I got a little stuttering issue when I get excited. You know what I'm saying? So on the stage, I'm excited. And I be like stumbling over shit, and niggas be like, boom, the punchline still land. I'm like, damn, I gotta tighten that shit up. So I'm definitely my own worst critic. And niggas be like, no, you did all right. I be like, man, that shit was
That's
kinda
like
trash.
I try to record myself. Last time I was at the Funny Bone, man. I try to get a motherfucker to record me.
Oh man, I know this story.
I remember you told me that shit too. Nigga was talking all through your shit.
Yeah, motherfucker left me hanging, man. I'm a buddy love that motherfucker, man. I'm trying to tell you.
Well, about to do it last time we was there.
Yeah, I'm a buddy love this dude, man. Didn't you hear me when I said hey?
Go ahead.
But yeah, I like watching myself because not just I don't watch the jokes. I want to see how I'm looking. Do I look comfortable?
I look nervous.
Yeah, am I moving around? Hand gestures, things of that nature, man.
And I'm very conscious of my stage presence too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very conscious of, okay, let me make sure I move around, use the whole stage. Let me make sure that I act the shit out as I'm doing it. Because I really, like, the way I rehearse is literally, like, I walk around the house while I'm doing shit. So it's not like, I don't try to, like, stand in the mirror and watch myself. I be doing shit as I'm telling the jokes to myself. So it's kind of like I'm moving while I'm doing it to kind of make it natural. Whatever it might be, but it's still, you don't know until you get on the stage whether your shit is funny.
Now,
Shit that's funny to me might not be funny to you.
Do you just like have the topics in your head, or do you just have it like the word play word for word, or you doing comedy so often you just perfect the best, each bit that you do?
Each bit that I do, I try to do it different every time. I try to add to it every time that I do it. I've been doing some of the same jokes for a while, but I can switch the story up, but keep the punchline the same.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll tell a different story leading up to the punchline.
Now,
And that's something I learned on YouTube, matter of fact.
do you just like, do you just fuck with it like one day, like, man, I'm gonna say this and just see what they say and be
facts.
like, well, that didn't work, so I just stick to the script.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And one time, matter of fact, the last joint I did a show. I did a show in Newport News Sunday at Kazi's Comedy Club. And I fucked the whole joke up. Like, I fucked the whole joke up. I left out a major part so that the punchline didn't make sense. So before I got there, as I'm telling the joke, I realized I fucked it up. So I just was like, all right, let me go back to the original joke. So I said it the original way to get back to the punchline. And I still really don't know how I want to set the joke up. But I just was like, okay, at least I know what I can go back to.
Now, how do you feel on the road compared to being local?
On the road is definitely different because you walking into a space where nobody knows you. So it's literally like they're looking at you like, okay, are you funny, first of all? And then it's like, okay, nigga, you better be funny. So it's like I try to come out on the stage and hit them with something that I know gonna work, first of all. But I always try to do something different every time.
So do you work backwards? Start with your best?
Yes. Yeah, I always start with my best. Because if I come out funny, and I'm funny for like the first 2 or 3 minutes, I'm up there, like I did 10 minutes there. Well, I did like 12 minutes there. So my first 3 or 4 minutes, I did shit that I knew hit. Shit that I know is a hit. So then the last part of it, I told shit that I was working on. That's the thing I was telling you, like, I fucked up on. You know what I'm saying? So I went to the shit that I'm working on at the end to kind of see, like, what's going to happen. But I always end on some shit. Like, my last minute to 30 seconds of shit I know gonna hit too before I get off the stage.
But I feel as if long as you're confident, like you could be working on something and fuck up, but as long as you like, hey, look, man, I fucked that one up. You know what I'm saying? Like instead of being like,
right,
what I meant to say was,
you gotta be able, in definitely comedy, you gotta be able to laugh at yourself.
I'm about to say that shit is
you gotta
funny
be able
in
to joke
itself.
on yourself. Like I went to one show and I had like was just getting off work. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in there with my work uniform. I got on khakis and a little polo shirt. I kept my name tag on for that reason so niggas will know I don't just dress like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just getting out of work. I kept my keys on my hip, all of that shit.
You had a badge on?
I talked about myself. When I first got up there, I talked about myself. So then I went into my shit. So you can use, man, comedy is everywhere. Comedy is everywhere. It's in everything.
Now, who's your biggest motivator right now?
My biggest motivator right now, I'm a big fan of the 85 South Show with Carlos Miller, Chico Bean, DC Young Fly, because they're just a natural, it's so organic. You know what I'm saying? This shit is just funny as hell. And even them, by themselves, they can stand alone on the stage and still hold their own. So that is a different kind of gift. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of niggas can feed off each other and be funny, but when they by themselves, they can't hold their own. But all three of them they solid. They can hold their own. They definitely my biggest motivation right now.
Now, when you came to, when they came here, you got on stage?
I did, because they did this little shit, like, they was going to do, like, an Apollo type jump. So, like, I'm sitting, like, I bought the VIP ticket. I'm sitting, like, in the front. I just wanted, this was my goal. I was like, I'm going to buy this VIP ticket. I had a show on August 7th with me and 3 other guys, T. Harris Jr., J. Ron, and D-Lo Brooks. We did a show at the Funny Bone. So I was like, all right, I got these flyers. So at the end of the show, if you did the VIP, you get a meet and greet, you get to take a picture and all that shit. I'm gonna get these niggas to hold the flyers, take a picture as a part of promotion. So then it was like, look, we're gonna do this little 85 South Apollo. So anybody, there was like any singers, you wanna dance, you wanna do spoken word. I was like, what about comedy? He was like, yeah, fuck it, comedy too. So I ran up that bitch. So I get up there and they had made me sign a waiver and all of that shit. But we didn't get to go on. They was like, look, so you know how the show flows. So it's like if they decide to do it, it's cool. But if not, you cool at the same time. But we got to sit on the stage and shit, and we did get to meet them like before everybody else. So it was still a dope experience. It was still a dope experience.
Now they was pretty cool backstage.
Yeah, they all cool, man.
Oh, yeah.
Funny as hell, man. Real laid back, like how they are on the stage. That's them. Like that's them in like just real life, just real interaction. Like they just some chill ass niggas.
I found out some real shit this week about them, man. Like some real shit, Kel. Like Carlos and Chico are 49er fans.
Nigga, they not real 49er fans.
No, they was at the stadium.
They were at the stadium.
No, they had the jerseys on.
I saw
No,
it.
the Redskins give me tickets and let me be on the sideline and give me a jersey with my name on the back.
They had a show out there, nigga. They not 49er fans.
They are 49er fans. They are 49er fans,
no,
man. They look too hyped to be out that joint.
Who wouldn't be hyped to be on the field, nigga?
Because
they on the sideline.
I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan. If the New York Giants will allow me on, hey, I like you, nigga. Don't fuck it up. If the New York Giants invite me on the field, I'm gonna put an Eli Manning jersey on, and I'm gonna get on that goddamn field.
they're 49er fans, man.
All right.
They are 49er fans, and much respect to them brothers, man. Much respect to them. They know greatness. You know, it is what it is, man.
Okay.
And,
Nigga won a little 8 games, nigga. You know,
Right.
You know, I thought we'll talk about it later.
well, we got 5 rings.
We do too, nigga.
Who?
Dallas Cowboys.
Okay.
I was a year and a half at the last ring, y'all.
Meanwhile, I know nothing about
I was
sports.
11 months when y'all went to the ring.
Hey, look, like, how's your family responding to you, like, your comedy journey?
My family is very, very, very much so supportive. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's crazy because my mother is a minister. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you didn't see like my shit. Like, I talk shit on the stage.
But
like,
she was there when the first time I seen you. Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? So they're very supportive of it. You know what I'm saying? They was just like, you know, you want to do this? Like, cool. Like, do your thing. Because at the same time, they love comedy too.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like my family, like my mother, my sisters, my father, they all support him, and they know that they're the punchline of a lot of my shit, and they cool with that.
I used to work with your mom, man. Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
So had no idea. She is funny too. So I mean, I see where it comes from, man.
My pops the one though, man. Like a lot of my shit comes from my pops. Like my pops is one of just a country nigga, like just a country nigga, like shoot from the hip type of guy, and he's always been that guy.
Now has he's come to your shows?
He has, and he's dead weak the whole time.
Oh, for real?
Like yeah, he love that shit. Like
Oh, yeah.
he'll call me and be like, "Hey man, I thought about this shit." And he was telling me, "Look, don't be using my shit on stage." I be like, "Look, if I win, you win." You know what I'm saying? Well, my pops is he's definitely the one. Like he's, you know what I'm saying, funny as hell, man. Funny ass dude.
You had a very eventful October, man. Tell us about that.
You know, every month, once a month, the Richmond Funny Bone has a Clash of the Comics competition. And October I won it. That was on a Wednesday. But then the next night, on the Thursday, it was this thing they had called a roast battle. I was referred to the guy that runs the roast battle, like sets it up by Mukazo. And I ended up getting in. And by no means, I don't consider myself a roaster by any means. But at the same time, roasting is just, you know, talking shit about people. Like, I can do that. I can look at them up and be like, I'll fry your ass about your shoes, your hair, your clothes, whatever. So I did that on that Thursday night, and I ended up winning that too. So I went back to back.
Oh, you did what? I didn't hear what you said. Oh, okay.
Back to back. Like
say you gotta say it like Magic, huh?
Back to back.
Like Magic said that joint back to there. Back to back.
Back to back. Yeah, man, that was a hell of a week, man.
But can I say this? You know, to me that was like your third win, cause you know.
Yeah. I felt the same way. I felt the same way. Yeah, I finished second in second 4 times. 4 times I finished in second place. So I was like,
I've seen 3 of them. So
I'm due
he
for a win.
a 3-time winner to me.
you know what I'm saying? I'm due for a win. at
That's
this
enough
point.
talking.
I mean, I've been there. I see that the best person don't always win.
Yeah, so I mean, it is what it is. I'm always grateful for the opportunity. Definitely grateful for the Richmond Funny Bone for giving me the chance. I'm gonna throw that out there. But
Keep it PC.
but the roast battle, like I
Could you
ended
get
up
that?
winning.
Can you move that Lysol? He's trying
I
to
got it,
he cleaning up. He's cleaning up.
Cleaning that up, you know what I'm doing?
I can't
shows
take that
coming
role.
up.
That's my role. I clean up on this show.
I got shows coming up. I gotta clean it up. But it's definitely, it was a hell of a week, and it definitely put me on. It definitely put me in a place where like local comedians was looking at me like, okay, this nigga real, and I ain't been in the game that long.
Mm-hmm.
So people be like hitting me up like, hey, you want to do this, you want to do that, and I don't turn shit down. Whatever you ask me to do something, I'm there. I don't care. I might feel some type of way like, oh, I don't know about it, but fuck it, I'm gonna do it anyway. Cause I'm just like, I'm trying to get somewhere. So, every opportunity I got, and then I get to on December 26th, the day after Christmas, I gotta go to Virginia Beach Funny Bone to defend my belt
Yeah.
in the roast battle.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking forward to that.
You trying to ride?
You know what
I just
I'm
about to say that sounds like some shit I want to go to.
You trying to ride?
Hey, it's worth it,
good.
though. It's worth it.
Alright.
That joint funny.
You tryna
as hell,
ride?
Man.
Hey, I'm down.
That joint funny as hell, man. I'm telling you, the
That's
roast
right
battle
up
is-
my alley, nigga. That roast and shit, that's right up my
the
fucking
roast battle
alley.
is another
Yeah.
level. And I came in there in some, you know what I'm saying? Like, I worked till 5 o'clock. The joke started at 7. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta get off, you know what I'm saying? Go home, take a shower, do all that shit. I end up getting off work like 5:45.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like,
set
damn,
you
I
up,
gotta, yeah. I literally like had some sweatpants, had a gym bag in the car. I didn't go to the gym this day.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I skipped the gym that day, had a gym bag.
Listen.
That's my
I
everyday.
changed my clothes in the gym, like, all right, I'm just gonna go up this joint.
That's
and see what
the,
it is. And I'm thinking in my mind, I'm like, they about to fry the shit out of me because I look like shit up here. But it was like, all right, you know what I'm saying? It was like really, I don't want to sound racist by any means, but you know what I'm saying? Like, when it comes to like roasting, like that's something black people
That's what we do, yeah,
naturally.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gonna talk shit about somebody naturally. It can be out of love. So it's like I'm just looking at people, and you kind of knew the bracket before you went up there. So it was like a lot of people had stuff written down, all of that. I didn't do none of that. I was just like, I'm just gonna get up here.
It's
and
funnier
see,
that way.
see what it's,
Yeah,
and
when
just
it's
see what it's
original.
about. You know what I'm saying? That shit went well, man.
Yeah, I need to be there for that.
Yeah,
I need to be there for
The
that.
shit was crazy.
That
The roast
sounds
battle
like
is-
a
it's
move.
different.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
different.
We making a road trip, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I need to
come
be
on
there
down,
for that.
man.
Snuff driving. I put 93 in the car, so just make sure you got the gas.
Oh, you know, I got
Listen.
I got a good phone for you.
I got 5.
I mean, I didn't say where the 93 was from. It might be
I got a
that.
good phone for you.
It might be that
Listen.
Sheets.
That
Wawa
It might be
93.
that Sheets 93. I ain't say
You
what
got
the
4, I got
239.
5. What's
Hey,
up?
that's a 9P right there. We good to
Okay.
go.
4 or 5. What? This ain't 93.
Well,
This ain't 19. I said 93 octane, man.
Listen, my car will never taste 93.
You know what I'm saying, nigga? I don't even know what that
Listen,
look
I
like.
take the regular, whatever, it's 87,
Yeah.
63, whatever. I take the regular.
Y'all better clean them injectors out. What's wrong with y'all? Come
Listen,
on,
I
man.
drive a
I
Nissan.
dropped
What?
the fuel injector in there. You know what I'm saying?
STP.
The fuel injector cleaner. Hell
Okay,
yeah.
go straight
They
to
be sitting at the
AutoZone.
counter on AutoZone. I'm like, yeah, let me get 2 of them.
It'd be
I
like
say the good
$4.
gas.
Let me get 2 $8 piece. What's
Good
up?
gas for
Come on,
smoking.
treat your car
I
good,
heard they got
man.
a crisp taste.
Yeah, you
That's
know,
the money maker.
brother, good gas for
I'm
smoking.
about to
That
say,
87
listen, I'm
going
on
to
car number 10.
My car like,
Damn.
my car be like, come on, man, let me get some of that 92.
Since I was 16, and I'm not making this up.
God
I
damn.
really got a crisp that shit.
Blue
If I can get some
engines and
79,
all.
I'm putting it in my shit. I'm going to the lowest I can.
I'll eat.
They come out with some 62. I'm getting
Right, the lower the better.
The lower
God
the better.
damn.
When I hit the gas, it need to go.
You know what I'm saying?
Skirt.
Well, tell us about Off the Rip, man.
Off the Rip, man, I have a lot of love for Off the Rip. Off the Rip is a showcase set up by Mike J and Mukuzzo, comedians from the 804.
Mm-hmm.
They're really the guys that put me on, man. And it's just it's a place. It's different than any other thing that I've been to. You know what I'm saying? They give people a spot where it's like a legit comedy spot. You know what I'm saying? With people, and it's on the weekends, so for like up and coming guys can really get some work in, and that's definitely what put me on. So I got mad love for Off the Rip, and they have an anniversary show coming up at the Richmond Funny Bone, November 14th at 7:30. Myself, Mike J, Mukuzzo, Kevin McLean, Bounce Adams. I know I'm forgetting somebody, but I'm not looking at the flyers.
I want to say Liz. Liz is gonna be there too.
Yes. Liz Barlow. That's what it is. Liz Barlow. She's also on the show, man. It's a hell of a lineup. I'm definitely excited for that. November 14th at the Richmond Funny Bone. I'm just excited, man. This shit has been a whirlwind. It's been a dream, man. For real. I'm just ready for that check to come so I can quit my motherfucking job.
Okay.
The check is
About
coming,
that
man.
check.
Showing up with the keys,
Right,
man.
you know what I'm saying? I'll throw them keys across the parking lot.
Now, are you willing to go on the road?
Oh, I'm definitely willing to go on the road. I try to, I do a little bit of traveling myself, and I just try to, everywhere I go, if it's a chance to do comedy, I'm doing it.
No doubt.
I'm doing it, and regardless, just to try to get my name out there and to see, and really just to see if other people think I'm funny. Like, in Richmond, it's different because it's like people might have heard about you or they might have seen something about you, so they're expecting you to be funny.
Mm-hmm.
But when people never even heard your name, they don't know what you look like, nothing like that. So they're like, okay, nigga, make me laugh. You can make them laugh. I feel like that puts you in another category. So that's what I'm trying to get to, another category.
Yeah, you definitely on your way, brother. Like I said, I'm a fan,
Thank you, man.
and
Appreciate that.
I'm not afraid to say it. Like I said, I hit him up. I let him know, like, I'm a fan, dude. You got it. I'm not saying I'm no talent scout, nothing like that, but I mean, I know.
I know funny.
Yeah, no
I'm
doubt.
a fan after this right here.
You gotta see him on
That's enough for
stage.
me.
You gotta see him on stage,
Look,
man.
y'all
I got
me in
you,
here
yeah.
feeling like a
I've
star.
been following you.
This is why I like to come
November
to the
14th.
Listen.
November 14th.
See,
I'm
I feel
definitely coming on the
relevant in
14th.
I feel relevant.
Definitely.
ain't no irrelevance down here. I'm relevant like a motherfucker.
Come on, man.
I seen you funny on Facebook. I gotta check out your stand up and see
Yeah,
what
man,
you about.
man.
Cause I love stand up. I'm talking about
Yeah.
some raw stand up. I'm talking
That's
about
me. Raw is
Martin
no rubber.
Lawrence,
Raw diggity. That's
Red
me.
Fox.
No pull out.
All
Leave
of
it
them.
in.
Huh? Y'all want to talk after the show?
We might need to leave, man.
Oh, I'm talking about the stand up comedy.
Oh,
Wanted one called Raw or something?
Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, Raw. When he had the
A
red
classic.
leather suit on.
A classic.
Listen, I
Probably
love
one of the top-
classics.
Probably one of the top stand-ups of all time.
Classics
Agreed.
is what it's all about.
A classic.
Top two.
And
not
definitely,
Facts.
the new ones coming out, I love them too. DC Young Fly, I've been watching him since Vine.
two. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, I've been watching Carlos. I didn't even realize. I've been watching
Carlos
Carlos since like
Miller?
2011.
Yeah.
Yo, Carlos Miller is a vet in the
Before
game.
he had the full joint, when he just had the
Yeah.
long goatee, like he used to be on a roast show on YouTube back in the day. I used to watch that shit.
And that
Carlos
tour
Miller's
is
dope.
making money, man.
No,
Bruh,
nigga.
they
Do you know how
selling
hurt
out
I was?
arenas.
I wasn't there.
Yeah.
I've
I
been
gotta catch
listening
the
to the
next
85
one.
South Show since the second episode before it had video in December of 2016.
They
And
are
I missed
selling,
the live show.
exactly. They are selling out spots that like rappers can't sell out.
Yeah.
Like,
They're making a lot of
they doing
money.
their thing.
And the shit
They
funny.
doing their thing.
Funny
They're
as hell, and it's
Yeah.
organic. That
Yeah,
shit ain't
niggas not
planned.
they not doing nothing before the show. They just get up there and start talking.
Right.
and the crazy thing about it is, they're 49er fans.
Nigga, nobody's
That's-
a
that's
goddamn
debatable.
49er fan.
It's debatable.
Carlos Miller is a Falcons fan for one day.
Why? Just because he's from the A? That's
No, he's from Mississippi, but he's an admitted Falcons fan.
okay.
Nigga, how you gonna say they won
You
8
know-
games? You know what I'm saying?
Y'all still ain't
People
gonna
win
beat
8
Tom,
games,
nigga.
right?
Y'all
Can
still
you
can't
beat
beat Tom, boy.
Y'all sound like
Can you
Tom.
beat Aaron
You
Rodgers?
sound like Tom right now.
Wait.
Beat Aaron Rodgers. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
one thing I do know is Tom Brady. He's still playing.
Oh, he the man.
Is he?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, he's been playing for a
Unfortunately,
long
yes.
I
time.
think this is year 20.
No, it's like 18, 19.
I'm about to
I
say
think
he's
it's
been
20.
playing literally my whole life. No
Nah,
shade.
I don't think it's 20.
Since 2000.
Yeah, that is
Oh
funny.
yeah,
Yeah.
because I was 8 in 2000. Yeah, 18
You
years.
you was what? She wants to say how
How
young
old was you
how
in
young
2000?
she
I
is.
was 11.
But yeah, man.
I was no.
This is gonna be third episode, man. Hopefully you keep on coming by, man.
Yeah, man. Long as
Doors
the
always
don't
open.
Come in this bitch.
Dungeon is always open,
Y'all
man.
make me feel so good. See, I'm relevant. In the dungeon. To me, this is relevant in the dungeon. It's not irrelevance. It's relevant in the dungeon. with
Hashtag
Snuff
relevant
McGee.
in the
Right.
dungeon.
Well, we appreciate you coming by, man.
Definitely, man.
We'll be there for the off the rip. If y'all want to make that road trip, we'll be
We
there
gotta-
for
I gotta
for
be there
roast
for that.
battle, man.
Oh, also, I got to plug this in, too. I got a show December 5th at the Richmond Funny Bone. Me, J-Ron, Shy Tony, D-Lo Brooks. We're doing it's called Thursday After Friday. We actually thought of this, the Thursday After Friday comedy show. We thought of this as like a spoof on Friday After Next. And we actually found this out before the whole John Witherspoon thing came about. And that's where December 5th we doing a show, man. Holiday type show, you know, but man, pull up, man. This
Where
shit,
that
this
again?
shit is gonna be hilarious. It's at Richmond Funny Bone.
Okay.
Okay,
Set
definitely
it
will
for
be
on
there.
December 5th. November 14th, man. Just pull up, man. Support the local comedians, man, because it's some funny ass dudes out here that'll blow your mind when you come to the show.
No doubt.
We included.
We got one of the funniest in the building right now.
Facts.
You know.
I wish we had like a clap machine. You know what I'm saying?
He said it, not me.
Well, I wasn't. I was talking about Snuff Magee, but I was gonna say that
I knew that, but I was just trying to plug myself.
Okay. No doubt, man. We about to go into Irrelevance, man. Once again, appreciate you stopping by, and
definitely, man.
we're gonna have a little more fun with this part, man.
Yes, sir.
Y'all ready?
Absolutely. Cut up.
All right, we're gonna start off, man.
That's my favorite song too, man.
On a sad note, John Witherspoon passed the other day, man. 77 years old. He's been doing it for a long time. I remember him being on the Richard Pryor show back in the day. First house party.
Oh, that's a throwback.
No, I mean it was tapes. It was tapes. It wasn't like I was watching.
I never heard that before.
He watched it live on the floor model.
Ooh, floor model. I remember those.
But he was on Good Times back in the day.
I did see him on Good Times.
Like I said, the first house party. We all remember Boomerang.
Yeah.
I just watched it for the first time the other day.
Vampire in Brooklyn.
Man, your black card should have been revoked.
Wait, what?
You just watch what?
Y'all turn y'all attention back to Snuff.
Boomerang.
You think
we looking at you right now. You
I
just
thought you said you watched
Boomerang.
it first thing this morning.
No,
first
I
time in
watched it a
life.
couple of days ago
Okay. All
for the
right.
first time.
Oh, okay.
Excellent movie, wasn't it?
It was great. I loved it.
Excellent movie. Look what you've been missing out on.
I know.
That's like one of the dope, because I mean it was all black, but it was like no, like Ed said, like drugs, killing, shoot 'em up. It was
Right.
just professional black people.
Yeah, I was going to say it was about it. Pretty much gives guidance to like young black people these days in their mid 20s, late 20s. Just showing you can be a professional and still date, and men. Y'all can still get the boomerang on y'all because y'all think y'all run the game all the time.
First of all, we do, goddamn.
Y'all seen Eddie Murphy? He was sprung.
What, you pussy whipped?
Huh?
Nah, he just,
Yeah,
game
absolutely
comes
he
back to you
was.
Sometimes that's just a part. That's called karma.
Absolutely.
That's
Old
just
girl
called
said,
karma. That's all that
I
is.
hope you don't have emotions tied into this whole thing, I love that part.
I'd have cried in that.
Nah,
She
what
was
she
a
said.
little
I think she told Eddie, she was like, "You're not getting serious on me, are you?" And then he was like,
Wait.
No, he cried in the car.
She got up and was putting her clothes on. He said, "Where you going?" She said, "Yeah, I'm going." Listen.
Left his money
she
on the
worked
dresser.
him and left him. Amen.
Then he had to pull the sheets up.
no.
He pulled the sheets up or whatnot.
I loved every moment.
I'd have been in my house like, no, you ain't gonna leave before me. That's my rule, guys.
Lock up when you
Gotta
leave.
put my shit on.
Yeah.
Y'all should cry when y'all watch that.
So you got Boomerang. You got Boomerang down. So did you do your homework? She
The
hasn't.
Last Dragon.
Yeah, she hasn't seen Last Dragon either.
I still ain't made it.
What did you do this week?
Oh my god.
I've been working. I've been doing school. I've been doing guides.
Oh,
You been
hold
doing
on, what?
Guides. I do 30-day
Nah.
guides for losing weight because
She ain't say no
I'm
goddamn
on.
guide.
I
She
said
did
guides.
For the
not
world that's
say
No,
listening to
I
Snuff
didn't
Magee
say
Friends,
doing
she said
guides.
guides.
You wanna-
G-U-I-D.
Yeah, you might wanna spell that out.
She said
G-U-I-D.
Listen, I have a gap, so I have a list. So y'all calm down.
That ain't got
So,
nothing to do. That ain't
ain't nothing wrong with
the PT. That ain't got nothing to do with no goddamn list.
First of all, guides.
That's that Stony Creek coming out. That's all that
Okay. Listen, I'm on a weight loss journey, and a lot of women are interested in how I lost weight. So I do put together 30-day guides for them to help them out.
That's all
I'm
right.
all about women empowerment.
That's
No
all
doubt.
right. If
They
you
trying to
don't
get
lose
rid of
that
them
weight,
fufu
holla
so
at
they
me.
can get slim and leave y'all,
You don't
man.
need you don't gotta get slim lean no matter. Big girls out here winning.
Plus size a winner.
Hey, ain't no meal without a roll.
Listen.
That's just a fact. Ain't no meal without a roll. If you ain't got a roll too, I don't want. What I'ma slap the gravy up with? I need a good roll in my life. Roll the back
That
fat.
nigga said, "What I'm gonna stop the
Wow.
gravy."
So you
It's gonna be
told-
some gravy.
Hold on, let me
It's
also
gonna be
say
some
this
gravy.
because a lot of people ask me, especially men, they say, "Well, why do you want to lose weight? You look great." And I say it's all about being healthy. I'm almost 30, damn it. I don't want high blood pressure.
Understandable.
Okay?
Understandable.
And granted, people that are smaller do get high blood pressure, but it's more common in people that are overweight. And I
totally agree
And
with
black
you.
people.
definitely wanted to get healthy. So it's not about me wanting to be slim and look like Kim Kardashian,
But
baby.
that's not what you just said. You was like, they gonna get slim and leave y'all ass. That's what you just said. You can leave me.
The
big,
views
girl.
are male. I'll just say it.
That disclaimer rubbing off on your ass.
There's some big women out here that look good.
All
I
I'm
love y'all.
and you know what? Shout out to my BBWs. Lizzo out here doing her thing. Why men great till they gotta be great? Okay. Still.
I ain't gonna do nothing I ain't got to do. That's why.
Hold on,
Work on time because I got to.
I'm weak off of y'all. This boomerang and
Nigga
then
said I'm
Lizzo,
getting
y'all
work on time
terrible.
'cause I got to.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Getting back to brother John.
Rest
Definitely
in
got
peace.
sad, Jack. Definitely got sad.
Pops, baby.
We're gonna start a little early questionnaire going on, man. We're gonna say your favorite John Witherspoon movie. I'm gonna start with you, Mel.
Oh, Vampires in Brooklyn. That's my favorite.
That is one of my favorite scenes with John Witherspoon.
I watched it 1,000 times. You heard me. Rest in peace, Pops.
Ham.
Friday, hands down. Friday, the original. I mean, I kind of like parts from the second and the third, but the original Friday is what really put me on to John Witherspoon. Like, as far as, like, I seen him in other stuff, like the whole Bang Bang Bang. I did like him in Wayans Brothers, too. But definitely the original Friday. Every time I'm in the kitchen, you in the kitchen. That's a fucking, just a remarkable moment in comedy right there.
No doubt. Kel.
I was gonna say Friday, but he took it. So Friday, goddammit. It's goddamn Friday. You better put some water in that damn shit. That's the first time I heard a nigga put two cuss words together like that. That nigga told you better put some water in that damn shit.
No doubt.
And at 8 years old, that was fantastic to me.
Well, I can't do 3 Fridays, so I'll say one of my favorite scenes is, I don't know if y'all remember this, but do y'all remember in Soul Plane when he had the baked potato?
Wait.
I did not expect you to pull off Soul Plane.
I'm just saying, you remember the baked potato? You like,
went that
remember
way.
you finished? You're like, where's my yak? Where's my yak? But
I gotta go back and watch. I don't remember that part.
Oh, you be dying with that joint. He was blind or whatever.
Oh yeah.
But house party, he was a house party too. Remember, he was on. They was having a party. He was talking shit from out the window.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Me either.
And matter of fact, his wife in House Party is the same one from Boomerang.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
I ain't no
yeah,
piece
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I ain't no piece that.
They was upstairs.
Yeah, he was like okay, he won't say public enemy. He was like public enemy.
Yes.
Out there, public enemy.
Yeah.
Go
They were talking about
ahead.
calling the police on him.
Yeah. I think she said come back to bed,
back to
Harry.
bed,
And he was like Harry, and like she said another. Yeah. So I mean, he plenty of movies, man.
That is classic, nigga.
Man's been around for a long time, man, and he was still touring, man. Still on the
Oh,
road.
like you said, he was here 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
Still on the road, man. Rest in
And
peace,
still
brother.
funny. That's the thing. He was still funny at 77.
He would start his sets, like the first couple minutes of his sets, he did nothing but quote lines from like, his famous parts.
And
of the
people
movie.
still be
And
dying,
really
man.
dying in there.
They say he did a
come on
YouTube.
the stage. Like, every time I'm in the kitchen, you in the kitchen.
Somebody say he did a YouTube that day. The day he died. He did like a YouTube that morning. Or
Do
something like
we
that.
know what he died from? I didn't see.
I didn't hear. I haven't heard anything yet. Yeah, rest in peace, brother. man.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely rest in peace.
That one hurt. That one hurt.
Yeah.
From one comic to another, man. Kevin Hart, he posted a video this week.
Oh yeah.
Happy to
Yeah,
see
that
him
shit
back
was
up.
motivational as hell.
Yeah.
Want it?
Motivational as hell.
It
I
made
didn't
you
jump
think.
right back into the funny after that.
It made you think because they had so many allegations about what happened to him. For him to finally come out in the public just to say what he really was going through, it kind of takes you back to say, sometimes the tabloids is not always right, and you gotta wait until that person actually speaks because they're everyday people for real. Like
Yes.
celebrities, we depend so much on what the tabloids said that we don't realize that they are real people. That's all.
And I think the tabloids make you forget, like, even if the shit they can be saying 100% true, at the end of the day, that's still a motherfucking person.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, the shit they tell you ain't none of your goddamn business anyway.
Right.
Like, let's
None
keep it
of your
real.
motherfucking-
They won't talk about what he was doing in the bedroom, who he was with, all this shit. None of that shit mattered. At the end of the day, somebody could have lost their life.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And that's a human person at the end of the day. And we have lost ourselves in drama that we take the humanity away from people.
Right.
Yeah, and I love the fact of how he talked about you know what I'm saying, he felt like it was just God telling him like I need to just sit down.
Yeah,
I
sit
need
down
to just
sometime,
slow
yeah.
down. Because I mean the last 3 or 4 years Kevin Hart been
He
on
will.
everything
Everywhere.
and everywhere and he been killing the game. So for something like that to happen to him just out the blue like that, and he was just saying how he just appreciates like family and just life as a whole, like that shit is motivational. Because people get lost, like, you know what I'm saying? You might be trying to get somewhere, but you got to appreciate where you at the same time.
Absolutely.
It could definitely be worse.
I think Kev is going to use this as a recharge, and he's going to come back hard.
Oh, his next special is going to be amazing.
And
I can't wait.
No disrespect to the brother, and you know, I am a Kevin Hart fan, but I will admit that, you know, he has kind of the comedy specials haven't been as good as they were. But I mean, I think it's because he's been cranking so many out, and he's been so busy.
When you
been doing like 4 movies
oversaturate,
a year, like how you
and granted, the last one was better than the previous one.
Yeah, he's a great storyteller.
Yeah.
He is a great storyteller, and I'm really looking forward to
this next one.
his comeback.
This next one's
I'm looking forward to that.
Me too.
I'm
Eddie
still
coming back
stuck
too,
on
ain't it?
Kevin from back in the day.
Oh yeah. Well, you know,
Did we have that?
That's not on the same level.
But you know, I always have to bring that up.
Yeah.
I can't ever forget Eddie.
Yeah.
Eddie be back next year.
Segue.
Yes, sir.
Did we all see the video this week of Will, Martin,
Yes,
Eddie, and
sir.
Wesley
Yes,
Snipes?
sir.
Yeah.
You know, the dopest part of that whole thing was they were at Tyler Perry Studios, a black studio, major, big time studio.
Yes, sir.
You know,
Tyler Perry doing it.
and that was
Killing the game.
that was so dope,
Killing
man.
it.
And then in
So
the background,
dope.
you saw like it was like a sound stage. I think it was Cicely Tyson. I'm like, yo, that's crazy, man.
Have all those legends. In one
All those
place
legends,
like that.
man.
It's-
From homeless to all of that, that's so amazing. Like,
Look at God.
he gives you hope. Like, seriously, like, I feel like all you need is a little motivation in yourself. You just got to believe in yourself. A lot of people just give up because they think they can't go anywhere. But I always tell people, like, even at my lowest point, people come to me and ask me, how do I get up from here? You can't do nothing at the bottom but spin around, baby. So you might as well go up.
Facts. And that's the good thing about, you know what I'm saying, like you gotta be able to believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, nobody else will.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you gotta have that confidence in yourself, whether you feel like it, because a lot of times you might not feel that strongly about it, but you can't show that shit. You gotta just ride with like, all right, look, it's some people feel like it's cocky. I don't feel that way. I feel like it's just, if you believe in yourself, you believe in yourself. A lot of people can't handle that shit at the same time, but that's on them. That's not on you.
The thing I tell people is, man, when you want to do good for yourself, man, everybody can't come. Everybody ain't gonna be for you.
That's a fact.
So you gotta know that you're gonna have some people coming for you.
Facts.
Oh,
So you
absolutely.
can't take it like, damn, why is this? It's gonna people that's gonna come for you. Even when you ain't doing shit, people come for you. So you know,
They do.
A lot of people only like it when you can relate to them.
yeah.
Right.
When you no longer in what they see and on their level, they see that as a threat for some reason. But you know,
Just continue doing you, chase your dreams, man. It was a beautiful pick. I will say, even with all those goats in the room, you know who the goat was.
come on, man.
You know what I'm saying?
It don't need to be said, dog.
Yeah, right.
The greatest of all time.
When Will Smith is doing this to you, man,
Yeah,
that's
the greatest of all time.
That's a beautiful thing, man. I can't wait for 2020. Bad Boys coming to
Dog.
America. We gonna see what
And
Kevin
stand-up.
got going on.
He coming back to stand up next.
Not even to mention Tracy Morgan was out there too.
Yeah.
Man.
Tracy Morgan and his stand-up.
You don't like Hustle Man?
I love Hustle Man. Tracy Morgan stand up questionable. Tracy Morgan as a comedic actor, fantastic.
Yeah. You want him in the room. He's a funny.
Yeah, you want him in the room.
I can feel that. I can
Yeah.
feel that.
As a comedic actor, he's fantastic. His stand up,
I feel like it's just
Stand
I
up
mean,
be
no, it's
kind of
funny,
weird.
but it ain't
stand up is different.
it ain't
though.
top tier.
I think. I mean, he's just different strokes for different folks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of like a taste kind of thing.
The funniest thing Tracy Morgan ever said, though, it wasn't even the stand up, it was in the interview. He was talking, he was like, yeah, you know, I'm a nigga. Where I come from, girls like you when you get your hair slicked over like Farrakhan. Oh my God, nigga. When I heard that, I was literally in the floor. This nigga said hair slicked over like Farrakhan.
That nigga's hilarious.
Who the fuck thinks of that, dog?
That's a mean slick
Who the
right
fuck
there.
thinks of that?
He's funny, man. Like if you,
Funny as shit, bro.
I watch the old Martin, I can see when he makes Martin laugh.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Bro,
always.
the funniest shit to me is when that nigga, when the episode with Martin ain't paid the rent and had the heat and shit turned off, and that nigga came to the door with the pigeon.
Yeah.
He was like, "Yeah, I made my own sauce. Yeah, I made my pork and bean juice."
No, sugar, why you fucking being
Yeah.
juice?
And I knew you could look at Martin then he be
And
like,
he was busting.
Yeah.
out laughing.
It's only
He
two
trying to hold
people
the
who
laugh
made him
in.
laugh like that on there. Him
and Von Dale.
and fucking Von
Yo,
Dale and
yeah.
Tommy
That was the
Davis.
best.
Yeah.
When that nigga said catfish is delicious, I ain't never seen Martin face look like that in my life.
Yeah, Martin froze.
Should I just take my ride out there?
Yeah,
Oh, catfish is delicious.
like he knew he had Martin too. He just had
That's why
him,
he kept
man.
going. He knew he had his ass.
Barnail Hill.
Oh, we.
Did you miss me?
I like Tracy, man. I just think like he's one of them guys you want in the room, man.
Yeah, no, I
He's
love
funny-
Tracy. No, please do not.
Just
I
one of them
fucking
naturally
love.
funny type dudes.
But that's what I'm saying. I love natural Tracy Morgan. I don't like. I'm trying to tell. Nah, nigga, just talk.
Yeah,
And you the funniest
just,
nigga.
You
in
don't
the
know
room.
what you're gonna get with
Yeah.
Tracy, man. So him and Coming to America, man.
That's gonna be hilarious.
I'm looking forward to it, man.
Eddie, maybe some
Interesting.
beans and franks.
Eddie can do anybody, man. Ken, I'm gonna let you tackle this one, man. You got at me early on this one. Tell me about Cuba, man.
So I don't have all the details, but I was reading today like 15 women have come forward accusing Cuba Gooding of like, I'll label it as a sexual misconduct, which could be an array of things. Honestly,
Now, let me get this right. You
Go
know,
ahead.
Cuba Gooding, we know, is from Boys in the Hood. Being that you are the younger person, we're gonna say radio. You remember?
I like French fries.
You might have to do me like that because I
Hold on,
remember.
can I just say-
Lad, she just saw Boomerang, dog. Boys in the Hood was before Boomerang.
I'm sure you seen Boys in the Hood.
Yes, I have.
Last
He
week.
ain't have to do it like that.
Radio is an amazing movie.
Hey, yo, he played the heck out of radio. You heard me?
Like, he killed that
Because
role.
he a little bit retarded himself. That's the part that he don't tell you. He's on the spectrum. That's the part that he
Because the
don't
face.
Hold on. I can't. The views and stuff. I can't dive into it.
Hold on,
We're in the,
why
we're,
that
you
was
about
the
to
views
play
of
out of
Lazarus
line?
Hamlin.
we're in the
I
cancel.
will stamp that.
Yeah, we're in the cancel culture, so I can't.
Look, my nephew got autism. I can say something. I got direct family ties. I can talk about it.
I like French fries. I got a black friend. But no, yeah, apparently 15 women have come forward accusing him of sexual misconduct. I don't know who these 15 women are, but knowing Cuba Gooding, I'm going to assume they are all Caucasian.
I was about to say what nationality.
But also knowing Cuba Gooden, I know he
I
probably
believe
did
it.
that shit.
Yeah,
He do look like
Whatever
he
he
might
did,
be.
what Kanan say on Power, whatever he did that
He
shit.
did.
He
Whatever they
does look
say
a
he
little
did.
questionable. Like,
Look a little questionable. Have you seen any videos of this
There's
nigga?
a video online. I saw it on Instagram. When I saw it probably 2 weeks ago, I've been dying ever since. He's in a party and he's on the mic. He says, "Somebody suck that baby's dick.
Yeah.
Somebody
Oh
suck that
my
baby's
God.
dick." And I was like, "What the?
You don't know that?
Was
Oh,
he
Cuba a wild motherfucking boy.
Cuba a wild boy.
He be out here shirt off, sucking titties and shit. Like
Cuba is a
he's
wild
a wild boy
boy.
out here, and he been since the 90s.
Cuba, you need to stop playing because they done got Bill Cosby and R. Kelly. You're next.
You see the video where they tried to say he was touching that girl ass or some shit like that? Even though to
pinching
me,
the girl on the ass.
look like
Was,
she
was that the
never
one
mind.
that
Let
they
me
was
not
like
say that.
a restaurant or a Starbucks or something like
It
that?
looked like they came over there for that action, but
Yeah.
hey, what do I know? Court
But
of public opinion.
Cuba, you got to watch the company. you
Hey,
keep, man.
brother.
They want that check.
Hey,
You
can I-
see how they did
Can I go
Tiger
ahead and
Woods.
you need to give a disclaimer because I'm about to say
Well,
something.
before you say that, I will say that I don't think that's the Furious Styles son.
Nah.
That's-
Clearly he didn't listen to Pop.
Yeah, that's new Cuba.
But see, what they don't tell you, he dropped out of Morehouse. He didn't.
Oh, that's what it was. He transferred.
He dropped out of Morehouse. You know
Hey,
what I'm saying?
niggas, I would just like to say something. Famous niggas, especially niggas with a little change in their pocket. Stop it with these white girls. They're gonna get you in trouble every time, my nigga. Stop.
Can you hand me that lights
man.
off? Hand me that lights off.
Stop. Go ahead, clean it up.
Don't clean
That's
a
why I
goddamn thing
asked
up.
beforehand.
Don't you clean
Did you
shit
want to
up.
give a disclaimer and you chose not to? Stop. Just stop. Have you not learned for decades from Emmett Till to fucking OJ? They will get you in trouble. Leave them alone.
I'm not gonna say that because you've seen Surviving R. Kelly and all our black sisters sitting up there looking like some fools.
But
I'm
see,
gonna say
that
that's
was a
my
complete
point.
setup. That was a complete setup.
But hold
yeah,
on.
because y'all talking about y'all. He made you thought you was gonna be a dancer and all this other stuff. Come on,
You still
sis.
made a choice.
But
at
that
the end of
feeds to my
What
point.
he did was wrong because of the age.
Well, they're
Right,
children,
the
so
young
you can't
girls,
really say they
yes,
made a
He
but
was wrong.
the
What
women
he
that
did
were
was wrong.
of age, you need to stop playing
Right,
when you
right.
Well,
sitting
I
on
don't
this
think nobody's
special.
really complaining about the women that are of age. That's your dumb ass. We're complaining about the
I
ones
think
that were under
all of them
age.
need to go. Security.
yeah.
Everybody
Everybody needs to go to jail.
Everybody got to go.
All these
Like, you knew it
motherfuckers
was
who had
happening.
these tapes for 15 years and decided to turn them in now because they off
Hey,
payroll.
Dame Dash. I watched the interview with Dame Dash and Nick Cannon, and Dame was telling how like when
I
they
gotta
did
catch
the
that Nick
Jay-Z,
Cannon
the Jay-Z tour with him and R. Kelly,
Uh-huh.
the whole not guilty thing, how he was not a part of that because he's like, y'all know what he's doing. Like it ain't nothing new, and y'all just gonna rock with it. Like everything's cool.
That's why Lil Wayne also refused to be a part of
right. It wasn't like. You know what I'm saying?
But that's the thing. If everybody knew about it, then everybody's at fault.
Exactly.
But before we move on, can we say a prayer for R. Kelly's toenail? Did y'all hear about this?
Yeah, I did hear that.
I heard that he lost a toenail.
And he skipped court to keep somebody from stepping on it.
He skipped court to keep someone from stepping on his toenail.
Wow.
Yeah, so hope the toe's doing better, man.
I did want to just add, K. Michelle just
Piper.
had an interview that came out. She started crying. She said that she moved in his house and they thought she was going to be the female R. Kelly, and he saved her from getting her ass whooped by her previous husband. What's the football player that was with Keisha Cole or whoever? But she talked about that, but she said she knows so much stuff that people will go to jail, but she's not going to say it because he was so real by taking her in. That was crazy. I don't understand.
K. Michelle, she took the stuff off, didn't she?
What
She
stuff?
took the booty out.
Yeah.
Don't talk about my sister.
Well, this is a fact. This is a fact.
The booty
She
out.
said she was
That's
taking
all
their
it is.
ass away.
Y'all mad, y'all
She had
business.
a big old butt, and then she ain't got no big old
No,
butt.
she
no
ain't
more.
have
It was
a big
just
old butt,
an
she had a big
allergic
old
reaction.
Okay.
She had a big old
She
booty.
had a motherfucking
She
knot.
might got a
knot back.
She
there.
might got a butt now, nigga. That shit was
She
a
extra.
booty.
Yeah, she was very extra with that, man.
She a
put the
Pisces.
extra-
What
she
you
put the
expect?
extra meat in
Yeah,
there. She ain't
yeah.
just,
She
you know
took
what I'm
somebody
saying?
else's fat. and
A
threw
lot
it
of
in
girls
there.
like just suck the fat out the stomach
Yeah.
and put it in the ass. She ain't do that.
She took the
said, "Look,
cheeks, the underarm,
Right.
all that shit.
just put it in the butt.
So now she's a regular person again. That's what we're saying.
Shout
She
out
don't
to
look
my
like an ant
sister
no
K.
more.
Michelle. We both Pisces.
I love you though, boo boo. You know what I'm saying? When I get home, I'm gonna swing the block. You know what I'm saying? What's good?
Weak.
And some good bad news, man. I know y'all heard about the little girl that was shot in Richmond a few months ago.
Wow.
Mariah Dixon at the
Yeah.
park. There was an arrest made this week.
Yes, sir.
I think it took too long. I think people knew about it. I don't know if people were scared to snitch or people didn't want to snitch. I feel as if these guys were out of pocket, man. You're shooting at a family event
Yeah, man.
with kids around. Somebody's got to fall, man.
The third one still hasn't been arrested, by the way. They know
Yeah.
who he is, but they haven't found him yet.
Yeah, I feel as if that no snitching shit is some bullshit with
Right.
things,
This ain't
with things
snitching,
like
man.
that. That's what I'm
This
saying.
ain't-
But
yeah,
that's
this
how
ain't
people do.
And,
It's
and
like
at least if you don't snitch, like, I mean, I probably shouldn't say this, but let street justice, you know what I'm saying, handle it.
Somebody,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Somebody got to
Either
pay.
you gonna handle your business or you gonna tell somebody. One or the
Right,
other.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you ain't gonna say nothing, okay, so now what's gonna happen? You just
Yeah.
not gonna do nothing? Like, nah. they
You
can't
gonna let
be
these
walking
niggas just
around.
walk free like that?
I
yeah.
seen the picture of the girl, man. It's just
Yeah,
it's
man.
so
It's
sad,
sad.
man.
It's
It's
sad.
sad. There is no justice for that.
Nah, it ain't.
Nah,
That's
not
Just
a
maybe they
fact.
can get a little comfort just from knowing, the person that did it, is getting some kind of,
And like I said on the show before, you pussy if you know you did that shit and you didn't turn yourself in, nigga. Like, it's a code to this shit. You out here, you doing what you do. That's all. Hey, whatever happens between you and the people that agree to be in that life is what happens between y'all. But when innocent children's lives are taken, if you can live with yourself like that, nigga, you pussy. Period.
Facts.
That is a
Facts.
fact.
So we'll keep monitoring that. See how that situation turns out. Let's try to change it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sad now.
I'm
Right.
What's the
How
fuck
that
thing?
came
I'm
down.
mad, man.
I need a kumbaya.
we gotta talk about it though, man. Just tired of talking about it. We
Yeah.
gotta talk about
Because
it.
it's been
man.
brought up on the show multiple
Yeah.
times.
Yeah.
Got another thing from Mel, man. Even though she's such a youngster, favorite '90s albums. We're creeping up on 2020, man.
Damn, nigga.
So born in 1990, that's gonna be 30 years ago. That's the crazy thing.
Damn.
So out of the '90s, I'll start.
You can't just give one. I'm gonna be honest with you. You got to give me at least a 3 or 5.
I'll tell you what. I'll give you R&B and rap.
Okay. All right.
Start with you, Kel.
Oh, nigga. Don't do that. No, move on. Start with somebody else. Start with Mel. She the
Well,
youngest.
it was Mel's idea,
Yeah.
so
Okay. Is it Release of the Dragon or Return of the Dragon?
Cisco?
Yes.
That was 2000.
Oh, that was 2000.
I don't fucking know. I never had a
Just missed
Cisco.
the cut.
I've never had a Cisco album in my life.
Probably.
that's
Alright.
the one with Thong song.
I feel like Thong Song came out in 2000.
So,
so
yeah,
I can't say.
was like 2000.
I want to say it could have been 99 because I remember working. This is a funny story.
Let's go to the tape.
It's on the cusp.
Yeah,
It's on the cusp.
but it was an old dude who used to always walk around. He'd be like, "I like the way," and I never knew like what he was like because he was old. It didn't sound like that, and he would always sing that joint. Yeah. And,
Hey, Blood got some vocals too, by the way.
yeah. And it was always stuck in my head, man.
November 30th, 1999.
He barely made the cut.
Made about
barely made the cut.
Made
I
about 30
made
days.
it. Okay.
Unleash the Dragon.
Okay.
November
But
30th, 99.
not even saying that. Okay, so it made the cut, but it made your cut.
Now that's a bigger issue. That's a bigger issue, right
Yeah.
there.
Out of all the '90s albums, you're a big. Now look, I'm a Drew Hill fan. I
Hey.
like Drew Hill's first album.
And Cisco
Solid.
was an underrated
First two
R&B
albums,
artist.
yeah, they're pretty solid.
It's something about that incomplete. I had it on
I was
cassette
about to
tape.
say that.
It's
Okay.
one
On
of
the
the
tape,
greatest
I had
R&B
it on the
songs.
tape. I used to play My
Can-
Life is Incomplete.
Perfume.
Come on, man.
Okay.
Come on, sister.
Not that what's the joint? Even though it seems.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's the same.
Yeah.
Seems I
Have everything. I don't want to be a lonely fool. All of the women.
Come on now.
All the expensive
Yes,
cars,
sir.
all of the money don't amount to you.
I believe I have everything.
You
Come
can't
on.
slide
But
that
I
up.
can't pretend
That's
that
what I have
I
to do it all the way when I leave here.
see
that without you,
without
girl,
you.
my life is
My life is incomplete. Without you, girl.
Yes.
Don't get me started in here.
Hey.
Matter of fact, that's an excellent pick for
But-
First of all, nigga, we about to start an R&B group.
But
so you know.
you all forget that Cisco gets lonely on every other song.
Hey, it be like that.
I fuck with that joint. You
If I
like,
had platinum hair, I'd be lonely too.
Cisco a hating ass nigga too on the low. The
Huh?
whole Drew Hill is.
Yeah, what now?
Some hating ass niggas.
Oh, facts. They some haters.
They,
What?
Cisco- what's
R&B
Cisco hit
groups are
on?
haters.
What was the song?
5 steps.
I should be your boyfriend.
Oh yeah.
Cause you know he's lying.
Yes.
Nigga, come on. It might seem like I'm hating.
Throwing salt like a bitch.
Yes, nigga, it does seem like you're hating because you are hating.
No, what they doing is appreciating another man's trash as a treasure.
First of all, he don't think she trash because he with her.
Come on, man.
If she was
Clearly.
trash, I throw my trash away. I don't leave it on the table.
I think he's mad because somebody was sleeping in his bed. So now he snitched.
You know what's funny?
Yeah.
Messing with my head.
I tell you, they had some classics. Beauty,
Cisco,
Nick.
bruh.
that Beauty joint.
Bruh,
Hey,
the beat, everything is perfect about this song.
has come on or whatnot.
So I don't know, and I would say for my rap album, just to let y'all know, I don't know what album this was, but y'all remember the joint? If it wasn't for the Bronx, this rap shit probably
Peter
wouldn't-
Guns?
Yeah.
Ain't no way in hell you know Peter Guns' album was good.
Peter Guns.
I'll give you the. It was a hot song.
I'm about to say, nigga.
It's not
if
a
you
top
say
song.
that goddamn
Song.
album. No, it's a top song of the night.
It's
Uptown, like, come on, man.
No,
Uptown
you know what?
Baby.
Heavy D, because I used to get my aunt's CD all the time and listen to Heavy
think
D's
you know any 90s albums.
CD.
Hey, Waterbed Head was alright. Well, not Waterbed Head.
Hey, brother, hey, I represent for the overweight
Got
lovers in
me
the house. Don't
thinking.
I understand.
overweight
The
lovers.
overweight lovers in the house, but
No, the
don't know nothing
joint
about
got
Heavy
me thinking.
Yeah.
you're picking singles.
I want your love.
Yeah, I like
used to
that.
listen to the whole album though, the whole Heavy D album.
Yeah, recipes have. Man.
Definitely. Never mind, it don't matter. Y'all don't care.
All right, so we got Cisco. What was it? Unleash the Dragon.
No.
Yep.
Unleash the
And
Dragon.
then Heavy
And-
D, I don't know the name of the album. It was a joint.
We'll just say Waterbed Head.
Waterbed.
How about that?
Okay.
All right. All right, last who you got?
For me, for rap, it was definitely the first album that I ever had. I had it on cassette. My sister bought it for me. It was the Mace Harlem World.
Y'all. Yeah, that'll be Jay. I remember Jay Prince had that
Yeah,
joint.
that
He's
Mace
a rock
Harlem
that
World
hard.
was
Shout
on
out Jay
another
Prince.
level, bro.
That's classic.
That Mace Harlem World was like that.
24 hours to live.
Facts. That jump was
DMX
like that.
murdered that shit, nigga.
That whole album, I
Murdered.
know I would play it. You know, you had to stop it at a certain point. I would just be replaying. I could do it to the point where I could rewind it to a certain spot and just know when to stop it. I would time it. You know what I'm saying? All right, 13 seconds. I'm at the start of the song. Boom. Let's run it back again. That jump. And for R&B, it was a Boyz II Men album, but I don't know which joint. It was the Motown Philly jump, but I don't know the name of it.
I think that might have been the name of the album.
Was it Motown
yeah,
Philly?
Motown Philly.
Go ahead and
That
sing a song off.
That joint was, whoo. Don't get me started up in here because I'll do a concert.
No, we doing Boys Men? We doing what we
You know what
doing?
I'm saying? I'll do a
Can
whole
I just say
concert.
can I say my favorite Mace verse though real
ahead.
quick? It'll be real short.
Go ahead.
He was just like, I can't get mad because you look at me. Because on the real, look at me. Mason Bedford, man.
Looking at me while your girl standing
Yeah,
here.
that was a nice beat too. That's Puffy. That ain't Diddy. That ain't Sean Love Combs. That's Puffy, man.
They got one of the, I feel like one of the greatest songs of all time. That the joint with damn, it just left my mind. The joint with him and Mace with Biggie on the verse.
More
Put
Money?
Your Rollies in the
Yeah,
sky.
Yeah.
More Money, More Problems. That's one of the greatest songs
It
ever.
really
yo.
is. It really is.
I was gonna say the Only You remix. Y'all remember that joint?
Yeah.
I know
112.
112, yeah.
Yeah, well, Mace was on the remix. Mace and
When
Biggie.
they had on the leather joint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Classic
I'm
shit.
trying to
man.
think in my head.
I remember Slim had on the blue leather joint.
It was like,
the blue
Jesus, the notorious, just please us,
us.
please
yeah.
us. Yeah.
Yeah. Milk 'em, top
Hard
billing.
And Mace killed that joint too. All right, Kel, you got your 290 songs. Come on, albums.
Nigga, I can't do two.
Extra.
I love
thought
music too
Mel,
much.
Mel is the extra one on the show.
Nah, when it comes to music, I'm gonna always be the extra nigga.
Oh, extra kill. Let's get it.
Fuck you, nigga.
Oh, XXX.
Wait.
The block is hot.
Okay.
It's dark and hell is hot.
Oh, you son of a bitch! I was gonna hit you with that
No,
joint.
it's dark and hell easily.
Yeah.
Flesh of my flesh, blood of my blood, both of them.
Okay, yeah. He went.
Illmatic, of course.
He went back to back like last.
Definitely back to back DMX, and 400 Degrees.
Okay.
Those are my-
Illmatic was a class. I listened to Ether back to back so many times. I was like, why is he talking
Take
about
over
this
better.
boy like this?
Take over better.
Like, you can relax on that.
Take
You know
over
what I'm
better.
saying? You can just relax on
Take
that.
over better, man.
I still think Ether's better. I think
Ether is way
I think
better.
Jay-Z won.
He came on the track and said, fuck Jay-Z.
Right.
What's better than that?
He won life.
Jay-Z won because he signed Nas,
Yeah.
and he talked about skeeting his baby mama throat. But anyway,
Love my style, nigga.
We got
He told that nigga, you
more
love
than
my
balling
style.
and coming.
Hold
Yeah.
on. Ain't nothing worse than Hit 'Em Up by Tupac. He talks so bad in that song. It scares me to this day.
Yeah, that was rough.
well, I mean, he before he even rap, he started it off just all fucked
Fat
up.
motherfucker.
He
Fuck
fucked
your bitch.
I was like, we got to shoot this nigga tonight.
Yeah, Tupac. I can see him in the booth now. Roll it.
Run that shit right now.
Nigga said, first off, fuck
That's why I
you
fuck
in the
Hype
clip
is a
you
bit.
claim.
Fuck your bitch in the clique you claim.
West Side when we ride, come equipped with game.
Can you see the
You
DJ
ain't
like?
player, but I fucked
Yeah,
your
you know
wife.
the engineer was like, wait a minute, what the
The
fuck is
producers were like, oh my god.
we bust on Bad Boys, nigga?
He said, hold on, Pac.
Yeah. Pac
You want to
is-
keep that?
That
you
nigga
wanna
said
keep that
Junior
version right
Mafia,
there?
Yeah.
fuck you too. Whoa.
My
One of y'all
beat,
niggas got
fuck
sick
you
of sale or
too.
something. I said, oh my god.
Chino XL, fuck you too.
I mean, it's fire, but it's like,
Jesus.
What he say? Something
What's
about
the-
all your seeds grow slow or some
yeah.
When my fofo blow, all y'all seeds don't grow.
shit? Yeah. My man went in.
He said you niggas can't be us or see us. West Side to be. I said, God damn, Pop.
Is that the best diss song of all time?
I think
I think
it's
so.
the
It
most
got to
vicious.
be.
It is the
The
most
most
vicious.
You
Yeah.
think so?
But that No Vaseline with
No
Ice
Vaseline.
Cube.
It's a real motherfucking G's is one of my favorite diss songs of all time, and 300 Bars and Running is a very underrated diss song.
Very underrated.
Very underrated.
It is.
I
Game
feel
is
like that's just a good song.
I mean, Game is
overall.
one of the best beef rappers of all time. Period.
That hit him up. That hit him up was like, I don't know. That was a game changer.
I
It
don't
was.
know.
No, I don't disagree. I'm just naming the other ones in my top.
That No Vaseline was like that too.
No Vaseline.
Yeah.
The fact the name is No Vaseline. That's
Right. You know what
That's
I'm
in
saying?
itself is some shit.
Getting to my one of my favorite '90s albums is probably gonna be like Death Certificate by Ice Cube, man.
Okay.
Ice Cube was one of my favorite guys, man. Very underrated, man. He had classic after classic, man. From Straight Outta Compton to America's Most, Death Certificate, Predator. He's got classics, man.
America's Most Wanted was an excellent album.
Yeah.
And he was one of the only real niggas to fuck with Crazy Bone. East 1999 Eternal is my number 6 for the 1990s.
All right, Kel's got a top 100 list.
Nigga, I love music. Music is my
Auto War.
shit, dog.
Yeah.
They're both those Auto
Nigga.
War was hard too.
R&B from the '90s. I don't know, man. I gotta.
Miseducation is the greatest R&B album of all time.
Oh,
When did
yeah.
that, was that the 90s?
Yeah,
Zion is my
that's
favorite
the greatest
song.
R&B album of all time. Period.
That's the
I don't
pregnant
know
girl song.
about
That's what I
that.
call that. That's the
I
pregnant
don't.
girl song.
I mean, the best R&B album
Listen.
we're in the cancel culture, but hey man, TP2 is a classic. Let's be real.
Wow.
I miss R. Kelly.
And look, be clear. Be
I
clear.
can't say it no louder than that. I ain't gonna say it no louder than that. But
Like I'm thinking about making an album just me singing R. Kelly songs.
Yeah.
I feel like if I ain't never done no wild shit like that. I feel like it'd be all right with me if I do it.
You got some bangers. R. Kelly got some
that
bangers.
nigga wrote "You Are Not Alone." Good. This is my favorite
How
Michael
you
Jackson song.
doing,
Personally.
Mr. Biggs?
Bro, when a woman's fed up, got me through a tough time in my life.
That TP2,
Crying myself to sleep
that joint
listening
started
when a
off
woman's fed
hard.
up.
Hey, fuck R. Kelly, but my favorite R. Kelly line. When the doctor took me out of the womb
Oh my God.
and spanked me.
Oh no. She was raised in Illinois. Right on the side
That's my
of
favorite R. Kelly
Chicago.
song. Though. Fuck R. Kelly.
I think one of my favorite Kelly songs. I mean, it's not the name is gonna fuck it up, but like The Greatest Sex. That song is just that's a badass song, man.
Especially because he talk about a 10-year-old.
Here we go.
Oh my God. Can we not
The views of Kel. Look,
You ain't got to do the
separate?
Pied Piper like that. He is
His
already
name is the
suffering.
Pied Piper.
He is already suffering.
y'all killing
He
me
is
out
getting
here.
what he's supposed to get.
Fiesta. He having a fiesta in jail right
Nigga,
now.
the best
He said,
part
"I'm
of
a
Fiesta
bad
was
man,
Bugatti.
oh yeah. Not ashamed of it.
And TP2 ended with The Storm Is Over.
The storm is over now.
Come on, man, TP2.
One of the-
Look, I was still wiping
you still
tears. My
so
first time hearing that was Hardball at the end.
Yeah.
When G Baby died, I said,
I'm about to
Lord.
say RPG, baby, man.
Hey, look, that bitch came on like a few weeks ago. I woke up to that joint. I was like, oh. I said, yo, I forgot Kel's killed that joint, man. I can't
R.
even
Kelly
front.
saying, you better wake up.
I went.
You
Your
better
pants
wake
on
up.
right. Oh, man, hey, you
going on here?
you good to go. You straight.
Oh, y'all ain't shit, man. But yeah, I mean, I'm putting TP2 over Lauryn Hill, man. That's me though. That
Zion is a
I can't
powerful
because
song.
of who he is.
of
Fuck
Lauryn
him.
Hill.
Yeah.
Miseducation is one of the greatest albums, period. of all time.
it is. It's a great
Ooh,
album.
I lied. It's not the best album. Brown Sugar is the best R&B.
Oh
album of the 90s.
yes.
Who did Brown
D'Angelo.
D'Angelo, what's wrong
I'm
with
gonna
you?
put my hands on you, boy. I
sorry.
swear to God, I'll put my hands
It's a
on
lot.
you.
He throwing a lot of albums at us right now.
I
man.
know. I know a lot of music, brother.
I'm still young. I ain't that much older than her.
But you older than
I
me.
used to hold on.
But
I
I'm
remember that. Some of that brown sugar.
Come on, you my lady. He shot that at Southside Plaza.
Was Untitled on there?
No, that was on
Southside
Voodoo.
Plaza.
Okay.
First of all, if you're gonna do the lady joint, you gotta sing that bitch right. You can't fuck that one.
Hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. Music Soul Child. I just want to sing.
He wasn't in the 90s.
That was the 90s.
That was 2002.
I just want to sing.
Yeah.
You sure?
Nope.
I don't know.
No,
You said,
you-
yeah, music
It
was
at the
fire.
end.
It just kinda
It was
mushes
at the
together.
end.
Yeah.
The early
13,
2000s fit in the 90s.
It's like I
pretty
think Ludacris started the 2000s. Like when Luda came out, that
I'm
was
gonna
like
get hold.
Luda and Nelly. That started the 2000s.
the real 2000s. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Speaking
it
of
was.
that Nellyville
Nelly had some bops.
was on another level.
Nelly has some.
That Nellyville joint was on another level.
Welcome to Nellyville. Nelly has some hits, boy.
Oh God.
Nelly's got his he's got that money, man. We talked about that before.
I'm a
Nelly.
sucker for cornrows and
When
manicure
50
toes.
Cent and Game first came out, that was, the early 2000s was amazing.
Since we brought up Nelly, can I please say Nelly's best line as well? Is that your ass or your mama half reindeer? Ask the bitch, is that your ass or your mama half reindeer?
No.
So glad you came here.
Ain't that your ass when your mama had reindeer?
Half reindeer, nigga? That was
What
Get
song
Your
was
Eagle On.
Yeah.
Half reindeer, nigga?
What song was that?
Drop
Get your
down and get
eagle
your eagle
on.
on, girl.
For real?
Yeah,
Get
is
your
that your
eagle on,
ass or your
girl.
mama had reindeer?
When he was like,
I can't explain it, but damn, so glad you came here.
Go ahead, Joe.
Come on with that Saint Lunatic, man.
Half reindeer.
Oh my God.
Nah, see y'all can fuck me at the weekend now. I'm just gonna be on my straight 90s kick.
Nigga,
That's what I'm thinking right
let's
now.
do it. I can do this all day. When we start talking about music, I can do this all day long.
Raekwon, everybody getting tipsy. Early
Jaquan?
2000s.
Oh, yeah, J. Cole,
No,
yeah.
now.
You really showing.
Sorry.
I was a big
Everybody
fan of
in
Loon,
the
man.
club
I
getting
remember
tipsy.
Loon with Diddy in there.
Fake ass Mace, you mean?
Man, he was low key. That's
He
why I
was
liked
fake
him.
ass Mace.
He was fake ass Mace.
Oh man.
Then he said Mace to feel God. I got
that. He had one hit. I was like, when is the Loon album gonna drop?
5'5".
Loon in the
with
game,
dimples,
Loon never
potential,
pop
white
shit.
potential.
Loon in the game because Loon got that hot shit.
Wow.
That was my shit.
Loon was trash.
So I know y'all been listening this week with the whole Omarion situation. Mel, fill me in on that.
Drop the
So, pretty much April said that chicken wing ain't what it is, so she went over to Fed's side. But Omarion is totally unbothered by the whole situation, even though that was his homeboy and that is his baby mama. He does not care. He's out here with parrots and shit on his shoulder.
They got 2 kids, right?
So you're saying like Lil Fizz, they were all in the group together. B2K.
Yeah, girl, you messed up when you let me in.
Come on,
yeah.
man. Boom, boom, boom.
I wanna see, baby, tell me.
Baby,
was
turn
the joke
around
right
and
there.
let me see
That
that.
won't be 2K best song, though. B2K best song. Why'd you leave me?
On this crib. When they had the albums with everybody face on it, I had the Omarion one.
Why'd you have to go? That boy said on this crib, why'd you have to go? That hurt my heart right there. My
But yeah.
11-year-old heart.
Omarion is unbothered. He's not worried about that hoe.
He doesn't give a damn. Clearly.
So do you think he really has an icebox?
He gotta have an icebox because I don't know. Men and women are different. Y'all show y'all emotions differently. So I feel like deep down, maybe it's been something that's been underlying. He know they been messing around, or he's just over this hoe.
I think that's what it could be.
It's something. He's just over you. Like at this point, you can have her.
just
Like
a
I'm gonna
girl he
still
used to
dap
know.
you up
Yeah,
and be
yeah.
like, "What's up?"
Like, you got my kid. Like, I see my kids and all that shit, but I have no feelings toward you whatsoever. And I can
And
respect
Fizz,
that.
I can't rock with you like that, but I still dap you up.
And I really want to work this out, but I'm tired of fighting. The way I want you.
Come on now.
Man, that shit, man. That's
That's a wild
It's
situation.
it's just some shit you don't do, bro.
Yeah, man. Nigga got 2 kids with her, bro.
Like, nah, bro. Then you out here. Then she want to be out here doing the most. Like, if anything in Fizz, man, he should think like, okay, this is just on some spite shit.
Yeah.
You know
But
what I'm saying?
he
Like,
was
this
trying to
shit
keep
really-
it
I
low
know
key,
they
though,
ain't been messing
from what I
around
see.
for a long time. They could have been messing around. Them kids might be Fizz kids.
Nah, them kids are Mario kids. They
don't
look
do
like
the boy
Omarion.
like that.
That's something.
That's something he don't
Yeah,
need to
but
go
I'm
through.
giving real life situations.
don't
Like
need to
think
go
about
through.
around the way how many situations really go down like that.
I mean, it's
That's
true.
what- It happens.
Well, I
know.
mean, they did have that song "Girlfriend," right?
the shit happens. Trust me.
I mean, look, if they used to fuck, why he can't fuck his baby mama?
You
Who
just don't
Fizz?
need to.
Ain't that what B2K was doing? Ain't that what they said? Chris Stokes and all them, they was out here fucking.
Yeah, that is what they
Oh
say.
my
I mean, if they was
goodness!
fucking,
Yeah,
that'd be
Chris Stokes. is
Everybody
bad
just sharing
off.
bodily fluids. They've been.
So what was over the Chris Stokes joint? They said he was.
He was touching buttholes and shit.
Oh,
That's what
wow.
they say.
Sticking his thumb in their butt
That what
way
they
before
said.
Future.
Yeah, they say he was.
Marcus
Way
Houston
before
and all
Future
them.
was doing that
I'm gonna
shit.
put my thumb in her butt.
Way,
What?
way before Future.
That
Like,
is-
it was- it's ridiculous.
Nigga, Future on that song. I'm gonna tell a lie under oath. Why the fuck would you say that? Why the fuck would you say that, nigga? Yo, nobody needs to know that shit.
Hey, Future, funny man.
Future, my boy.
I'ma
man.
tell a lie.
I'm
And I
rocking
say
with
that part with her every time. I'm gonna tell a lie on that oath.
No, good way. Your ass go to court, put that hand on that Bible. You know what? As a matter of fact, he did do that shit.
What we were talking about was favorite Future song.
March Madness, easily.
I don't know.
Definitely March
Yeah.
Madness.
Dirty
But,
soda in the styrofoam.
you know what I'm saying?
I don't know
I
all
have
his
to say,
songs.
Cody and Crazy, one of my top joints, too.
See,
Okay.
I said thought it was a drought.
Crazy.
Thought
Crazy.
Thought it was a drought was a good
thought
song.
it was a drought. Was
Because he
I'm a
said,
Future fanatic. I got a few, bro.
this nigga said, I just took a piss and I seen codeine coming out. At that moment, I didn't want the song no more. I wanted him to get help. Like, nigga, you have a problem if you peeing out codeine.
Yeah.
Like,
How you start that bitch off? You like dirty soda, Spike Lee, white girl, Ice T.
It's
dress it up and make it real for me. Whatever the
That's
fuck that
hard.
mean.
It's one he said, I used to serve my auntie, I'll never forget it. It was something, I forgot what album that was.
He got too many
But he
albums.
said that she stopped doing dope and she never forget it or something, whatever. He used to serve his aunt dope.
I don't think Future's ever done a song sober. I don't.
Well, you know, he stopped
But he
doing
claimed,
drugs like a few years ago.
that's just some
What
shit
you
he talk
mean?
about.
He
but
got
that
a baby
ain't
mama and
really-
don't even know her name right now.
Well, he has like 13 baby
No, I'm
mamas.
talking
It's hard
about a
to
new
keep-
one.
I
It
know.
was-
It's hard to keep up with.
That don't
What
mean-
you mean? How
the
you
boy
don't know
memory
who
could
you
just be fucked
smashing?
up.
He just be
Nigga, like,
fucking bitches.
He got to remember all them lyrics. A name can easily be
Yeah.
his name.
So you telling me,
He
I
gotta make
get it.
space.
When you
I
just
get
fucking
it.
bitches on the
But
road,
you at
like,
least took the bitch out to eat to get some Waffle
I
House or
guarantee
something.
Not
he
when
didn't.
you rich.
Guarantee he
You
didn't.
think these rich niggas
Oh
out here
no,
taking
I'm
these
sorry.
niggas
If
on
I
the
was
eat?
one of them, you gonna take me to get something to eat first.
Nah, they groupies.
That's what you. All right, you think
But
that.
that's how I feel about free pussy too. Like, let me feed you or something. I don't trust it. You mean you just gonna give it to me? No, I don't want it.
Can I put a little work in?
I ain't gotta do nothing with it. No.
Wait a minute, hold on. No, I don't understand.
Put
This
gas
is
in
not
your car.
correct. You don't know my
This
name.
nigga signed it up to be a trick. This nigga said he put gas in your car.
I'm just saying, you know,
It be like that.
future status, he just be like, them two.
You want to mess with a man that bad that you...
Hey, Alicia
Alright.
Keys
So
didn't
bitches
know.
think they gonna
Most
get a-
Def didn't know Alicia Keys' name, but she was still gonna give him that cookie if he
I
came down
think
to
I'm
it.
jealous of your girlfriend. She also said that too.
But I mean,
You
when you
don't
think
know
about
my
it,
name.
so if you just a chick looking for a come up, I don't need none of that extra shit. Give me that. Let me get pregnant. It's an instant come up. It's that simple.
That's simple.
Like,
Now-
you
I don't
need that
know.
extra-
Everybody's
a baby
morals are
is a-
different.
You know, we give this generation a lot of shit, and you know, they're so promiscuous, and you know, we don't condone that at all. But you do realize.
Who don't condone promiscuity?
Let me get there.
don't.
Let me
Lazarus Hamlin.
You do know who Magic Johnson is, right?
Absolutely.
Now we're not talking about HIV or AIDS. We're talking about
What the fuck we talking about magic for?
we're talking about how
What's the point?
no, I'm just saying how they was living back then.
Yeah.
Like
Oh yeah, but
They
even
was
back
fucking.
in the day, look at your grandmas. Not your grandma, but some
Exactly.
people grandmas get like 3-4 baby daddies, and they
Yeah.
grandmas born in the 40s. So that's why I was thinking about
was
this the
fucking
other
around
day.
Ashley
Like
back
they
then.
talk about our generation so bad, like everybody else so bad, but y'all just ain't had no damn cell phone.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
The
Thank
dif-
you.
but I mean,
the
it's-
difference is we're on
It's
Front
out
Street.
there.
Y'all was
But we
weeding
niggas
on the
don't give a
cotton
fuck now.
field.
That's the difference.
Right.
That's the difference.
well, back then
you
you knock somebody up, you just leave town.
Yeah.
Not even
They
that.
would send you
I
away
think
and
niggas'
say,
wives
look,
found out they
look.
had a whole family
Like,
cross
what
town at the
Bernice
funeral.
said? What
Yeah.
Bernice said? She's just in a family way.
Right. She went away to school. She ain't going to no damn
But a lot of
school.
folks' grandpas had a family over here and a
Yeah.
family across town. They was working at Brown and
Absolutely.
Williamson.
And
They had
sometimes
plenty of money to support the family, so it didn't matter.
Be at the
grandma
funeral,
was
you just see a
raising
boy
no,
that look just
no
like
other
that
kids
motherfucker.
too.
That's the difference is people not really taking care of these families like they're
That's the
supposed to and the kids. That's the difference that I
Well, I'm not gonna
see.
take
Men
Bernice's
especially.
child in over here because he done went and laid with Bernice.
I just think that nowadays
Well,
it's
See,
not
I'm about
enough.
to say the child don't deserve that though. Like the child need.
So because my husband done laid down with
It
Bernice,
ain't about your husband at this point. It's about a child.
and Bernice can't take care of that child, I need to go ahead and let the child
But
come
that's
on
your
in.
child.
But
brother or
that's a child.
sister.
Yeah, like that's still a child. The child didn't ask to be here. The child didn't ask for none of this.
You can't do your child.
I'm
I'm
brother
gonna be
or sister
real
like
with
that.
That
y'all.
child has
Bernice's
no
child
part in
can't
it.
come over here.
Exactly, and that's the problem with y'all.
That's a damn shame.
That's the problem with y'all.
That's the wrong. with y'all.
Cleopas done
That's
went
what's
and laid
wrong.
it down with this woman.
You deal with that part with him.
Yeah.
The child ain't got shit to do with that. He ain't asked for none of this shit. He
So
just
I
born.
also- but Bernice can't take care of the child, so the child gotta come
I ain't
live with
saying you
us.
supposed to do nothing. But
know-
You ain't got to because it's not yours.
Yeah.
And I support that.
I don't
100%.
understand why you naming names. It's no
who
need
the
to.
fuck is Cleopas?
Yeah, no need to put that nigga out there. We ain't gotta put him out
You
there
know
like that.
Cleopas got bitches.
I'm about to say
Let's
Cleopas
just
sound
call
like
it
a
what
cheating
it
ass
is.
nigga. Honest, I'm be honest.
Cleopas got hoes. That's what I'm saying. That's just a fact.
First of all, I don't even know a Cleopas. If it is one in 2019,
But yeah, it was. I mean, back
sugar
then,
daddy
it's a lot of skeletons going on back then that they don't talk about. It's just now, nowadays it's just like you said, it's out in the open. It's social media, it's cell phones, it's screenshots, it's cameras, it's all that
They
stuff
love a
going
good
on.
screenshot, boy. They love a good screenshot.
Yeah, what is it now? It's
screen recording.
yeah, screen record. I don't even know how to do that.
Oh,
I'll
I can
tell you
show
how to
you
do it.
after the show.
You can screen record and they not even know it don't come up as like a screenshot. You can do it on Snapchat.
For real.
You can
I can
screen
start my
record on
screen
Snapchat?
record. I can start my screen record and then go to my Snapchat. And it doesn't always let you know. Or
And
you
it's
can
not
turn
even-
your Wi-Fi off and do it.
Yes, and you can also leave your
Wait
cell
a
phone in the
minute,
room,
what?
and I can have my AirPod in, and I could be outside listening to what y'all saying.
That's actually happened to me one time. I don't have money for AirPods, but it was Bluetooth headphones. But I
That
was
was
in
the
another room
feds.
talking, and yeah, somebody came and they mentioned what I was talking about. Granted, it wasn't no fuck shit, but I know. I was like, how the
It's
fuck
rough
did they
out here
know
with
that
these
shit?
iPhone. That's why I date chicks with Androids.
Yeah.
No, don't that. That means she got
Because the
roaches.
iPhone, hey, oh well,
Why
I ain't
you
gonna
have
get caught. The life I live, the iPhone has definitely ruined my lifetime.
yeah.
iPhones out here trying to set niggas up
Yeah,
without a
iPhones
question.
are
You
out
can
here.
add the location where you can share
Right.
the
You
people.
But
can
you know,
always go
Instagram
back.
looked out for niggas recently.
You can go back to Kyocera's. I don't know if y'all remember those.
What is that?
Nigga,
need
my
a next to
first
your
phone
track.
was
Back with the Intellos.
Oh.
Get
That's what I said.
your
My first
Intellos.
phone was that phone they
say,
died
wow.
on. Yeah.
Yeah.
They not gonna work on the network at this point.
Shit.
The best phone I had was a Nokia. That battery lasted
Yeah, that's
all
what that was
week.
my first one.
But back then there
Playing
was no
Snake like a
yeah.
Right. On the joint.
It wasn't no internet. It wasn't too much texting going on. But that battery, you ain't had to worry about charging.
Yeah.
I missed the BlackBerry.
Now,
though.
I love, thank you, my nigga. I love
the
Blackberries.
BlackBerry.
So y'all
I
had
was
BBM?
I
BBM?
did. I was a
bro.
big fan of Blackberries, bro. What
Never had one. I had a chocolate though.
the fuck is a chocolate?
Y'all don't remember the LG chocolate? The joint that slid up.
Slid up.
Yeah.
It was hard.
That was
though.
kind of like the sidekick one.
No, but it
Had
was
that
straight
joint.
up and
It was
down.
straight up.
Oh, it was that one
Yeah.
when they first started introducing what is it? The QWERTY keyboard?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'm hip.
Yeah, she had a chocolate.
LG chocolate.
Yeah, the Nokia lasted a long time for me.
Yeah.
Like I'm old, man. I had a Suncom phone. I don't know if y'all remember.
Yeah, I
Suncom.
remember Suncom. I used to be right over there in Colonia
That
Heights.
was the telephone company.
Yeah,
Like
Autel.
like Bell.
Yeah,
Fuck that Bell Atlantic.
I think it was before.
Down south.
I think it was before AT&T did the cell phones or whatever. It was
Okay.
like Suncom.
What did it look like?
It was a Nokia.
It was in a suitcase.
Nah,
It was like kind of a
Fake ass
jacket
Zach
kinda
Morris,
kid.
nigga.
He was walking around looking like a
You know
Ghostbuster.
what I'm saying? Nigga had that Zach Morris phone.
y'all gonna leave
Let
my
me start my phone,
Proton,
pulling
my Proton
up
pack
pull
phone
cord.
alone, man.
Hold on. Who you want to call? I'll let you know.
Hey, look, prime that motor for me.
It was all good.
Keep that bitch 3 times.
Old man told me keep laying down and waking up, man. Y'all be there one day. Y'all will be there one
That
day.
is the coldest
Okay.
shit I've ever heard in my
What?
Keep laying down and waking up.
That's crazy.
That's some cold shit.
Hey, I like.
I'ma
it.
I
use
told
that.
old head one time, I said, I ain't never gonna get old. He said, ain't but one way to stop that. I said, how's that? He said, die. I said, all right.
That's a
So I
good
guess
point,
you're
my
right.
nigga.
I
That's
said,
a
I
good
guess you're
point.
right. I'm gonna go ahead and get old then.
He said keep laying down and waking up, man.
I
That's
like that.
crazy.
Old head told me if it's grass on the field, play ball. That's about something different though. So,
Hold on, wait a minute.
I grew up around different old heads than y'all kids.
Those are dirty old men.
Hey,
Ain't wrong with a little grass on the field.
Yeah,
You
he
got
done,
to
man. Look,
make
ain't
it.
nothing wrong with looking. I ain't doing but looking at him. What that gonna do? That don't hurt nobody. All right.
Don't nobody talk more shit
Nigga.
than an old black man.
Nigga.
Oh,
Nigga, tell me all
Nobody.
this. The more I teach you, the dumber you get. That's goddamn, nigga.
exactly. Like, why would you say that to somebody?
Because it's true most of the
Say some
time.
wild shit like, boy, when I was your age, I had a gallon every fork in the road. Like, what? Nigga, you go to town with 7 people.
Carlos Miller said, he said his uncle told the bitch, girl, I put so much dick in you, I be scared to kiss you. Nigga, when I heard that shit, so much dick in you, I be scared to kiss you? My God.
Wild shit right there. Wild
Shit,
boy
oh,
shit.
the
Old
old
heads be having some sayings on them.
shit talking old heads, man. I love being around them.
Love
You gonna
it.
laugh.
You gonna learn, you gonna
guaranteed.
laugh, you gonna
I
learn.
love it, yo.
I
It
smile.
ain't
I smile
safe.
before I even get over there. I'm about to.
love it.
I'm about to be entertained, man.
I be mad when they be at the gas station. I got something cute on. They be like, God, girl, where you come from? Look at you.
And then they tell you, I put so much dick in you.
Hold on. I'm like, sir, please remove yourself from the premises. Because what?
Now old heads, they always brown their ass up.
It's bun. I bun ass up.
No, listen. A ton of loose.
Now what's that joint? It's all one word. It's like, should I tear that ass up?
Nigga take one of them blue pill, boy.
Live by that Viagra.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
See Alice.
And then they got
Oh
they
my
got
God.
secrets to it. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Just cut it in half.
Right. So you gotta take half of it.
But you got to do it diagonal.
What?
You gotta take half of that motherfucker, give me a yingling. Wear a goddamn ass out.
Wait a minute.
I had
Like, yeah, you ain't there yet, but keep on laying down and getting up.
You used to have an old head tell me he want to go around and get one of them tricks, right? Like, I ain't got no money, but just give me a little bottle of Hennessy. I take it around to her. That's all she needs. She don't need no money. Go and take a little bottle of Hennessy. She do something for you. Yeah, she get you right. Yeah.
Should do something.
That's what they old heads always
sometimes
want
like
to.
lay beside and look at it. Like, yeah, 30 years ago, I know what I would have done, but it ain't in me no more.
You can do anything. Just don't come around me. Naked on payday.
Wow.
Old
The
heads always
views
want to
of
burn
old
something
heads.
up. And you ever notice like your mom back in the day when she brag on whooping y'all ass? Like, yeah, she be telling her aunt, son, yeah, I wore her ass out.
that was my pops.
My mama like your age almost.
Here we go with that shit.
Yeah, I didn't
pops,
barely
man.
get any whooping.
Oh no, I got my
so-
ass whooped. But yeah,
My mama, I never remember my mama beating me. It was always my pops. Like,
That's even worse.
man, he was-
I remember my dad beating us, but it was quick.
my pops was different. Like I knew I would get my ass whooped, but it would be like a surprise. I would never know when the shit was coming. You know what I'm saying? I would just know that, okay, today my ass is getting whooped. I knew I got in trouble at school or whatnot. Like, I would see him. Like, literally, he'll come in the house, speak to me like everything's
Hey,
cool.
what's up?
Everything's all right. You know what I'm saying? He gonna eat. We gonna eat dinner. Everything cool. And then he just comes in the room at about 11:30. I'm like, just going to sleep. And he's like, all right, so your mama told me what happened in school today. What you mean? And I see the switch in his hand. Like, he would take his time with his switches. He would get about 3 on.
that's why he
get
needed the
all
time,
the leaves
man.
off him. Had tape around the bottom part so he don't hurt his hand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it will always be an ass
Well,
whooping.
that's PPE. You know,
Facts,
nowadays.
you know what I'm
Yeah, you got a
saying? And
PPE
then
on.
my pops would whoop your ass and not say shit. And after that, he'd be like, I'm going fishing tomorrow. You want to come with me? I'm
Wait a
like,
minute.
I'm thinking, nigga, fuck you. I
That's
don't
your
want to come with you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run to the store. You want some candy or
Wait,
something?
he wouldn't say nothing while he was hitting you?
He just whoop your ass.
Nah,
like,
nigga, that's some
because in
psychotic
his
shit right
mind,
there.
he know you deserve that.
Nah,
shit.
nigga, no, say something to me. You better didn't give me something.
Yeah,
nigga.
I
Don't
want,
be
that's-
silent,
I don't
nigga.
want to terminate ass
Yeah.
whooping. Just
Like, just
let me know how tired you are. Like,
Cause I always take mine. Like my sisters, they always try to fight back all that shit. They want to run around.
oh,
like,
he
no.
old Denzel Glory ass.
Nah,
I'm
mama.
like, look, I'm just let the tear fall. Like,
No,
fuck
no,
it,
no,
whoop my ass and get it over with. You know what I'm
He
saying?
over there, motherfucker, just that one tear coming out and shit.
I still remember my last ass whooping.
Nigga.
I remember it vividly.
Go ahead.
Vividly. My last ass whooping, I was in 6th grade.
Mm-hmm.
I was on the school bus and I asked the girl on the school bus, "Would you suck dick for $1 million?"
You got
And
trouble
her-
for that?
And her reaction was, "No, I wouldn't suck no dick, bitch. Would you suck dick for $1 million?" And by the way, I know this bitch, and she would suck a dick for less than that. I know her today.
She was
And
sucking
was
dick for $40.
definitely- right? You know what I'm saying? So when she said it, the bus driver heard it. So she got pissed off about what I said. So we on the way home. I ain't worried about this shit. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I was a nuisance on the school bus anyway, so I don't worry about it. But this day, my pops didn't go to work. I didn't fucking know. He's in the yard cutting grass. So as I'm getting off the bus driver says, "Is that your dad?" I'm like, "Yeah." I heard that. I said,
Oh,
shit.
Lord, she done stopped.
Do that
this.
damn air
It
brake
was a
on that
dude. It
bitch.
was a dude. He
That's
gets
when
off
shit
the
gets
bus.
serious. The air
Hey,
brake.
hey, what you doing?
So as I'm
Hey,
getting
hey,
off the bus, I see the bus driver coming behind me, and my pops looking at me. So he turned the lawnmower off, get off the lawnmower. He's like, "Yeah, so your son asked a young lady a very inappropriate question or whatnot." And my pops was like, "Okay, don't worry about it. I'll take care of it." So I'm just standing there, I'm kind of like, damn, what this nigga about to do? So he was like, "Look, you got homework?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Go do your homework." I'm like, "Cool." So I go in the house doing my homework. I hit a more running. So he's still cutting grass. So I'm like, shit, I'm doing the shit out my homework. Nigga. I did my homework, nigga. I washed dishes. I vacuumed the hallway. I was just looking for shit to do. So like, he came in the house, ate, everything cool. So I'm in the room, I'm playing the game. I'm like, well, fuck, let me get a good game in, because I might be on punishment. He said, come in the room. He said, "So what happened?" I said, basically, all I said was, you know what I'm saying, I asked the girl, would she suck dick for $1 million? You know what I'm saying? I ain't even lying. I was like,
boy,
this
you
is what happened.
something
I was like, I asked her, I said, would she suck dick for $1 million? He was like, "Why? I mean, like, why the fuck?" And my boss would be like, because in his mind, he was like, "Why the fuck would you even ask her some shit like that? Like, what you wanted to suck your dick or something?" I was like, "No, that didn't even cross into my mind." He was like, "Well, now I gotta whoop your ass." Like that's how it came about. And I was like, "I gotta get a beat for that." He was like, "Yeah, I gotta whoop your ass because you on the bus talking about sucking dick for $1 million." So that was my last ass whooping. After that, it was just punishment from then on
Okay.
out. Like, just fucked up.
I mean, you earned that one, I guess.
I guess he was like, "Well, I think I gotta whoop your ass."
My daddy probably would ask me, I mean, did she say she'd suck your dick?
What did she say?
Yeah. That's going to determine whether you get his ass whooped or not.
He said, "Well, look, son, she lying."
Okay, right there.
Way less.
In about
goddamn.
3 years, she'll suck dick for $10 in a blow pop.
For 2 for 20.
Y'all
Go to the window, get her a 4 for 4. See what you can do for you.
shit.
That 4 for 4 get her right out of
She'll
drawers.
suck your dick for a Western omelet. I'm telling you.
Not the Western, yo.
I
West
don't
Arm.
remember my last whooping.
No
but I remember the last
onions.
time this nigga tried to give me a whooping. I was 16, I think. And I got in fucking trouble at church. And,
Wait a minute.
lady went and told my dad I'm in there. You know, by that point, I didn't give a fuck. I'm doing what the fuck I want to do. This nigga said, "All right, pull down your pants." I said, "Hey, nigga, you Fuck you talking about? Pull down my pants. Hey, that's gay now, bro. That was my exact word. I said,
Pause,
hey,
bro.
I said, hey, that's gay now. What? Oh, gay? What?
How old you say you were?
16. That's gay now, man.
What you say? Pause.
Some gay. No.
Hey, Dad, pause. Come on now.
Hey, no,
Come on now.
If you gonna hit me, we can fight with it. That's gay at this point. I'm not putting down my pants.
No homo.
Whatever we gotta do, my nigga, I'm not putting down my pants. This nigga snap. He didn't hit me that one time, but I think he was still he was thinking that shit might be gay at this point.
Fuck you coming in some bullshit like that.
The nigga left home. He got that mad. Came back. I'm sitting on the couch thinking, yeah, I was tripping a little earlier. I swear to God, I was tripping a little earlier. Yeah, nigga, I don't know what you was doing.
I think he probably went inside to what his home was like. Hey man, you think you too old for pulling pants?
Yeah, you gotta fight.
Yeah, cuz.
You just gotta
Hey,
fight.
nigga, we
Yeah.
gotta fight this. I'm not pulling my goddamn pants there, man. This dick now. This ain't wee no more.
When you're 16, you just gotta show you got that daddy strength. Just throw that nigga on the ground or something.
He did throw me through a table when I was 16 at one point, so that proved it.
There comes a time where your father gotta put that fear in your heart to realize that you ain't a grown ass man.
Yeah,
That
you
you're not
know,
the grown
hey.
ass man that he is.
Cause my mama started punching me when I was like 9. Cause my mama 4'11". So
Yeah, like my mama would hit me in the mouth.
Yeah,
like that.
I've
I
been
won't
taller
say.
than her.
I
I've
just
been
knew,
bigger
all right,
than
it's
her.
time to stop talking.
yeah, exactly.
You know
But
what I'm saying?
my daddy was still whooping my ass at that point. He got to a point where he was like, "You tough, nigga. Put your hands up."
I don't know. I still got. It's just that daddy strength. I still don't like talk shit to my dad.
I
That just-
probably said
It's something about it.
It's something about it.
I talk shit, but I still to this day. My daddy got married last week. He 50 years old. I still don't think I can beat his ass.
Me either. I don't think my pop's 59. I don't think I can take him.
Well, I definitely. My daddy, what, 68, and I still ain't gonna say
My
nothing.
daddy's
to him.
68.
Good God Almighty.
Yeah, my
How you the
parents.
youngest one with the oldest daddy?
Look, but nah, my parents 20 years apart.
Your daddy Cleophas, nigga.
Yo, daddy, please.
You were laying that wood.
Hold on,
He said, shit, I
what?
took a half of that Seattle out, boy.
Burn that
My
ass up.
goddamn picture truck just came in for the month. That
Wait,
nigga got that
y'all.
goddamn fidelity
This what
picture.
happened.
Start putting that
Listen.
wood on her.
It was. I had two different generations that was bringing me up. I had a 21-year-old and a 41-year-old. My daddy was 41, my mom was 21. And that's why the business won't, because it's like, I guess they were trying to work this thing out. This is my daddy, youngest child, and this mom was first child. So they didn't know what to do with me. I used to get cussed out or they'd yell at me, and I used to cry, but then get told to shut up before they make me cry for something. Like you already did.
That's normal, baby.
That's just a part of the game.
Shut up before I give you something to cry for. Yeah, that's normal.
But you just made me cry.
No, that ain't nothing to cry for.
And then when
All
I asked you,
did
do
was
I
give
want
you words.
McDonald's? I don't want nothing from you.
I wish they asked me that I want some goddamn McDonald's.
I don't want anything.
My daddy made me
So,
stop watching the Cowboys
juice.
game one time. And I said something. He said, "Oh, you being smart." My dumb ass gonna say, "Yeah, I'm being smart." That nigga slapped the shit out of me. It's one of the slaps you get.
See, I ain't never tried my dad's. My mama, I test the
nigga.
waters. My dad and I just.
Oh no, I always.
I had one of them. Look, I ain't one of you little goddamn friends. Out here. You gonna talk to me like I'm a grown ass fucking man that pay bills in this
Nigga,
house.
my daddy
And that was the
was
last guy I was like, you got it, bro.
Yeah.
My daddy was a 5%er. He was a gangster back in the day, all that shit. But for whatever reason, that's just how I rock.
You want to try? See,
Yeah.
I fucked around. I was trying my mama one day. I ain't know my daddy was home. Shut that shit down real quick, man.
What you say?
What was that? Oh shit! What this nigga?
Yeah, had that Scooby Doo. Like, hey, that's the end of that joint, man. Hey, Relevance in the dungeon, man. Snuff Magee. Shout outs, Kel.
Hey, you already know, man. It's already. Shout out to my lady. Shout out to my daughter. Shout out to the family. Shout out to my nigga Snuff. And shout out to this funny motherfucker right here.
Who, me?
No, nigga, I pointed at myself.
I ain't know who you talking
Nah,
about.
this nigga funny as a motherfucker. I definitely got to go see him. Shout out to
Thank
Mel
you,
the
man.
Lipstick Diva as
Oh.
well. Today has been a fantastic show. I've loved all the interactions today.
No doubt, no doubt. Ham, you ain't
Shit.
First to get on the guy who's ahead of my life.
Shout out,
Okay, come on.
But
Amen.
yeah, man, shout out to Snuff Magee and friends, man. Shout out to Irrelevance in the Dungeon. My third time on the show. I had an excellent time, as I do every time I come into the dungeon. Shout out to Kel. Shout out to Mel, the Lipstick Diva. See, I got it right the first time. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Snuff Magee, definitely, man, just for having me in here, man. And shout out to Mukazo. Shout out to Mike J. November 14th at the Richmond Funny Bone at 7:30. Off the Rip anniversary. December 5th at the Richmond Funny Bone, 7:30. the Thursday after Friday, I almost fucked that up. You know what I'm saying? Thursday after Friday comedy show. Myself, J. Ron, D-Lo Brooks, comedian Shy Tony, man. Y'all pull up, man. Any chance y'all get, man, we out here, man.
Showing your flyer.
On my life.
Make sure it gets out there.
And follow me on Instagram at Ham You Ain't Shit, Facebook, Lazarus Hamlin. All of that shit, man.
Well, that was a lot.
I'm sorry. That's my
Well,
Grammy
you
speech.
know, it's all right. So you got it though. But yeah, Smell the Lipstick Diva signing off, and you know, I want to shout out my Lash Tech T Lash Lady. You'll find her on my page, which is Smell the Lipstick Diva, or Mel Picture That. Okay, and shout out to Snuff Magee and friends for having me again. Kels and Lazarus, y'all was great. A great combination up here, okay? I'm talking about Chinese plate combination.
Fuck with it.
I like it.
International delight.
Feel good.
And
You
shout
know
out to all my supporters out there. Mel the Lipstick Diva, once again.
Already.
No doubt. Hey, great show, man. Appreciate you all stopping by.
Yes, sir.
My fucking cheeks hurt.
Nah, I got the nigga. I ain't laughing.
I've been laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all some funny niggas, man.
It was a lot of fun, man. Before we get out of here, man, I want to just get everybody to check out the website, snuffmageeandfriends.com, where you can get the audio and the video of the podcast. Also, our merchandise is on the site, snuffmageeandfriends.com. Kel's got the hoodie he's got this week, and he's got the shirt on as well.
Representing, baby.
Okay.
SnuffMageeandFriends.com, man. Check us out on YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Snuff Magee and Friends. Check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Breaker, and Overcast. Once again, this is Irrelevance in the Dungeon. I'm Snuff Magee, joined by...
It's your boy, Kel.
Lazarus Hamlin, a.k.a. Ham You Ain't Shit.
Mel the Lipstick Diva.
All right, we out. Peace.
You've been listening to Snuff Magee and Friends. Irrelevance in the Dungeon.